Hey, what's good? So I just jumped on live, um, and I'm getting telephone calls from all over the place. I'm about to do the Knicks at Night podcast at 12:40. Just wanted to jump on a little bit early. Yeah, just wanted to jump on a little bit early. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. Um, I schedule for 12:40, but I'm on a little bit early to shout everybody out. What's good, boss? Hey, y'all, look who's stopping through. Look who's stopping through. Y'all know who that is?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, everybody, Blorange Tears. That's Jay Boogie. What's good? I ain't answer because I'm doing it. I'm in the middle of the
I
live
see him.
stream.
I see
Yeah,
him. I
yeah,
looked around the fire.
yeah, man, yeah, man. Everybody, so what's happening? I'm gonna start at 12:40 officially. Just wanted to jump on early to tell y'all that man, I met up with Rob the Nick, with Hoodie Kev, with CP the artist, with Jay Boogie, with Uncle Fulio, and we had an amazing time. Yeah, man, we had an amazing time. Um, Yo, I hate that some of y'all missed it. The next time we plan something, yo, y'all definitely got to come and hang out with us. Hey, man, I'm telling you, real special people. It was cool to hang out with the Knicks Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it, talk about the Knicks, talk about whatever. It was mad fun. So just wanted to jump on early and let y'all know that. So the show, I'm gonna do some game three recap, just a little bit. Don't want to dwell too much into it. Whatever happened happened. It is what it is. Want to look at scenarios. What happened if we lose? What happens if we lose game four? What happens if we win game four? What happened when we get back to New York? Some potential adjustments, and all of that. So, um, of course, I'm gonna read through your comments. I'm gonna do the Knicks at Night podcast roll call. Y'all know that. Matter of fact, I need to send the link to my man City. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah, y'all. So we just hanging out right now in the hotel lobby, just kicking it. Man, I done seen so many people in the Knicks universe, man. I've seen so many people, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got to have a meal with Hoodie Kev, Rob the Nick, Jay Buggy. It's crazy. CP Artist, Uncle Fulio, and then tomorrow we're gonna do the same thing all over again. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Hoodie Kev. Hey, Knicks man, what's good? Hoodie Kev can't hang, bro. Hoodie Kev upstairs, in his PJs. He tucked in for the night, man. We got him all tucked out. You know what I'm saying? So, and he got a long day tomorrow. He got to get up early and talk to the Atlanta Hawks rep to make sure everything is straight for when we jump up in the suite. Yeah, yo Elvis, yeah we went in tonight, bro. What kind of question? What kind of thing is it? Yeah, we went in tonight. We bringing the MSG energy to State Farm Arena, bro. We bringing it to State Farm Arena. We right here. I'm about 12 minutes, 11 minutes, 10 minutes away from State Farm Arena. We bringing that energy, boss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we bringing that energy. Yeah, we gotta heavy Reese. You right. We gotta do exactly what Portland did. We gotta bring that energy and let these cats know we ain't going nowhere. Hold on, y'all. Yo, Elvis, yeah, you gonna hear us from the suite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna hear us from the suite. We gonna have so much energy right now from based off of what I seen. It's about half Hawks fans, half Knicks fans, but you don't know how that's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow it may be more Knicks fans than Hawks fans. Tomorrow, tomorrow, yo, tomorrow, tomorrow we gonna meet up with some guys. Juju 92, what's good?
And then he was tied up in 22.
tomorrow, tomorrow we gonna meet up with other people in the Knicks universe. Probably meet up with um probably meet up with CP. Definitely meet up with CP the artist. You know what I'm saying? So a bunch of other guys. Yo, we're gonna do our thing tomorrow. We're gonna bring that energy for sure. For sure, we definitely bringing that. We bringing that energy. Y'all know how. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know I'm here with my man, Knicks Universe legend J Boogie in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow. No doubt. No doubt. Yo, it's 12:41. So y'all know what I gotta do. Y'all hold on for a second while I do my thing, while I run my intro.
Uh, uh. I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent torn, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and norm when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check for that, bro.
He going to crazy, get cat in the sky, superstar, all
Hi, boss. Yo, that was my man Jay Boogie. He going to the spot. Um, I ain't gonna be able to make it because I gotta do this and I got some other stuff that I gotta work. I gotta work, bro. So anyway, yo, y'all get that energy up. What's good? Nixon Night Podcast, quarter to one in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We still jumping and bumping, bro. Get that energy up. If y'all see a like button, y'all beat it up. Subscribe to the channel. Share this on social media. Turn on notifications on. Make sure it's the dark bell. Make sure you get all the notifications every time we do something. You know what I mean? Yo, it's crazy. Man, y'all need to join this Blorange Tears family. We don't fake jacks around here. This real love. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we don't fake jacks around here. This real love, bro. I saw Uncle Fulio. It was like a family reunion, bro. I saw Uncle Fulio walking the spot. I couldn't believe myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? We in there all loud. People looking around. I saw CP the artist. You know what I'm saying? We dapped it up, hugging. You know what I'm saying? Cats is like, yo, these Knicks fans they like family. Yeah, yo. We like family for real, bro. We like family for real, yo. Me and Hoodie Cav, me and Hoodie Cav, we stick together like wet candy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me, Hoodie Cav, Rob the Nick was in the building. Rob the Nick was just like what you thought he was gonna be. He the OG. Rob the Nick is the Blorange Tears OG. You know what I'm saying? He legit. Rob the Nick is official, bro. He came through, showed mad love, man. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the Blorange Tears family thing is real, man. Everybody here legit like each other. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Julian Blum, let's go Knicks. I said let's go Knicks. Yo, since I've been in Atlanta, I know I said let's go Knicks about 900 times, bro. This is my third night in Atlanta. I got here Thursday night slash Friday morning and Friday night this Saturday. It's Saturday, bro. I burned the candle at both ends, bro. I'm telling you. Yo, this Knicks thing is for real, bro. Next time we go somewhere, next time we go somewhere, we do something. Next time, listen, next time we go somewhere and we do something, yo, y'all got to show up, bro. Y'all got to, man, yo, it's crazy. The love is real. I saw Jay Boogie, man. Me and Jay Boogie was chopping it up for like 2 hours straight, back to back, just real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I mean, it's crazy. Julian Blum, guess what? Guess what? If we beat the Hawks, if we beat the Hawks, we doing it all over again in Philly, bro. Yeah, yeah. If we if we if we if we beat if we beat Philly or we beat the Hawks, if we beat the Hawks, we doing the same thing in Philly. Let's go. Let's go. We beat the Hawks. Yo, we beat the Hawks. What? You talking about turning up? Yo, we beat the we beat the Hawks, man. If we beat the Hawks, you talk about turning up. Talk about turning up. Bro, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. If we beat the Hawks, bro, if we come back down from 2-1 the way we look like in game three and beat the Hawks, bro, Philly gonna be, yeah, we blowing the horn all the way to Philly. We blowing the horn all up I-95, all the way to Philly, all the way up to my homeboy Tony Ruffin house. You know what I'm saying? We pull up. Shout out to my man Tony. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my brothers. Shout out to all my brothers in Philly. Shout out to all my brothers in Philly, bro. For sure. So Swaggy OG said he ain't confident in Randall. Come on, bro. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, bro. You know why we ain't gonna do that? Because we ain't gonna do that because the answers for us turning this thing around are too easy. The answers are too easy. We got too many. We got. Let me put this thing down so I can start talking for real. Since Swaggy OG trying to get me to get my bag. The answers for Philly is too easy. I mean, the answers for Atlanta are too easy. For one, for one, for one, when they catch the ball at the time, all it takes is for Taj Gibson to shoot a jump shot to bring Clint Capella out of the paint, and all of a sudden Clint Capella got to play defense. He don't have to just stand in one spot. Everybody has to be a threat offensively. Everybody has to be a threat offensively. You know what I mean? If everybody is a threat offensively, you can't double team and triple team Randall. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. RJ Barrett has to go off too. And RJ Barrett don't have to go off for 40. RJ Barrett need to go off for 20. If RJ go off for 20, if RJ Barrett, no lie, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound crazy, and I don't care. If our centers can pose a threat offensively, and I mean in the offense, not putbacks and lobs. I'm talking about pose a threat, hit a jump shot, make a pass, make some plays. Then We can beat anybody in the league. That's all I'm gonna say. How about that? The streets are buzzing. What's good? If all five Atlanta Hawks defenders have to defend five people, bro, we can beat anybody in the league. Right, Juju 92. Make Clint Capella play some real defense right now. He playing free safety in the paint. He bumping all our cutters. He not defending Taj Gibson. You know what I'm saying? He not defending Nerlens Noel. And like I said this morning on the Tonight podcast, when we run the pick and roll, nobody even defends the roll man going to the basket. Right, mixed sports, exactly. Our centers don't pose an offensive threat whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So then when Julius Randle trying to make his move going to the basket, you got three dudes on him. What dude you know can shoot? What dude you know can score over three dudes every time he touch it? I mean, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Spree, what's good? Hold on. Yo, so it's like, so the thing with Randall is it's not all on Randall. We need to stop doing that, man. It's not just Randall. Randall ain't the only person out there. Because if RJ was hitting shots, Julius Randall wouldn't be getting triple teamed. You know what I'm saying? RJ ain't hitting shots, so you ain't got to defend RJ. You ain't got to defend Alfred Payton. You don't have to defend um, Reggie Bullock. You don't have to defend Nerlens Noel. You don't have to defend Taj Gibson. You don't have to defend Emmanuel Quickly. You don't have to defend none of these. The only person you need to play defense on is Alec Burks and D Rose. Alec Burks, D Rose, and Julius Randle. That's it. You know what I mean? I mean, some of this stuff, we want to blame everything on Randall. But even if Randall scored 70 points, we still probably wouldn't score for about 140, 110 points. We can't blame Randall for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at first we was blaming Randall for the pick and roll defense. We was blaming Randall for a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame Randall for everything. Julian Blum says we got to win. I'm not ready to pack it up neither. Knicks man says Capella with baby Noel and Taj. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you on that. Right. Right. So here's my thing. Here's my thing with Julius Randle. I don't know if you got to play him at the five. Right. I don't know if you have to play him at the five. But if we got offensive production from the five, then the defense on our four would not be as hard. You know what I mean? Ismail Rivas said Randall is just an athletic version of Charles Smith. Nah, man, get out of here. Get out of here. He trolling me now. He trolling me. That's my guy, man. He trolling me now. You know what I'm saying? Charles Smith was not Julius Randle. Charles Smith was not Julius Randle, bro. Hey, brother Shaquille Sunflower said, Uncle Freezy, you think we can see Randall and Obi? What you think? I think so. I think so. I think so. I think I don't know if I like that lineup because if Clint Capella is still not respecting our bigs, say for instance, if Julius Randle is at the five and Obi is at the four, then what are you getting from Obi Toppin at the four? What did the Knicks offense look like when another dude plays the four? That's what you got to think about. What does the Knicks offense look like with another guy playing the four? A dude not named Julius Randle. What does our offense look like? Toppin shoots the three, but not at a high clip, bro. Yeah, Toppin shoots the three, and it looks good, but it's not effective. He shoots the three like Julius Randle used to shoot it last year. It looked like it was going in, but it didn't. When you see him shoot it, you're like, oh yeah, he can shoot because he didn't look awkward shooting the three, but the numbers weren't there to support him being efficient at shooting the three. Spree, I don't know if we need a live threat, bro. I mean, every offense can use a live threat. I think our issue is the paint is packed too tight. RJ Barrett can't drive to the basket. Alfred Payton can't drive to the basket. It's the same problem we've been having all year, right? Nobody respects our centers in terms of offense. Even when Mitch was healthy, he would catch the ball and not even look at the rim. Bro, the name of the game is basketball. The name of the game is put the ball in the basket and stop them from doing the same. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is put the ball in the basket and stop them from doing it. And Mitch Robinson would catch the basketball and not even look at the basket because the play would be called for for Mitch to catch it and maybe do a dribble handoff, but the dribble handoff is not effective because you didn't even look at the basket. You're not an offensive threat. So Spree said Randall doesn't have much room because people don't respect our bigs. Offensively, yeah, offensively, me and CP the artist, we were in what's the name of the spot? What's the name of the spot we were in yesterday? We were in Hudson's Grill, and I was like, CP the artist was like, "Yo, our jumpers are not falling," and I was like, "Yo, the jumpers are not falling because they have hands and faces." You know what I'm saying? It's like hands and face. That's the name of the game. They got to play defense. I was like, nah. Watch when they run the pick and roll. Watch when they run the pick and roll. Their big does not even run with our big. Their big cuts off the pick and roll handler's driving lane. He didn't even respect our big. And they ran the pick and roll. And Nerlens Noel ran with his hand up and they didn't even look at him to pass it. They didn't even try to pass him the ball. I mean, it was crazy. It's crazy. The dude was wide open running to the basket. They didn't try to force it. Hey, Knicks, man, I know Nerlens Noel can't catch. I know this. But this is not something that started in May. This is not something that started in May. This is the dude's whole career. This is the dude's whole career. He can't catch. You know what I'm saying? The dude can't catch a basketball, which you figured you'd learn that when you're 4 years old. You know what I mean? You figure, you figure, you know what I'm saying, that some things you just learn at an elementary level, like dribbling the basketball, passing the basketball, catching the basketball. Yeah. You figure um some of this stuff you would learn Nerlens Noel, and then it's not like he's got little hands. It's not like he's um Dwight Howard with the hands. You know what I'm saying? This dude is this dude at 6'11", 6'10". He a freak of nature. The dude can jump. He athletic. Julian Blum, you crazy. Talking about break a leg and pop it back in to get them hype. If they not hype right now, if they not hype with us, I had to tell Rob the Nick calm down, bro. Rob the Nick calm down. Your energy is too far up. You 0 to 100, Rob the Nick. You 0 to 100, Rob the Nick. What's good? Rob the Nick the other day. Hey, CP the artist, CP the story, CP the artist told y'all in Hudson's about us being in Hudson's and about us almost getting thrown out. That's real, bro. Knicks fans are real. This is real, bro. This is real life. Knicks. This is Knicks. This is Knicks life. This is real. Tomorrow's game. Anybody, anybody got any idea on how to fix this thing? Hey, Julian Blum. Hey, um, Rob. I'm just gonna say I can't get Rob the Nick on because him and Jay Boogie are having a good time. I'm just gonna say that they just having a good time. I'm just gonna put it that way. Yeah, they ain't. They there's no way they can be on. There is no way they can be on here having what is called a good time. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Hoodie Kev is upstairs watching Netflix or HBO Max. CP the artist has an engagement early in the morning before the game, and Uncle Fulio is going back to the thing to crash because he just got in. He just drove all this way, so he just gonna get some rest for the game tomorrow night. And then there's Uncle Freezy up hanging up late at night with y'all. Is what we do. Uncle Freezy energy don't stop, baby. Knicks fans forever. Knicks forever, baby. Hey, brother Shakir Sunflower says, we need this game. Yes, we need this game. We need this game desperately. Now we need it desperately. It don't mean it's over. It don't mean it's over. But yeah, in terms of scale of 1 to 10, how bad do we need it? Is definitely a 7 or above. I'm gonna crack open this water. Hold on. Yeah, y'all. So so we're gonna get together tomorrow. I'm in the lounge right now. See, I'm still going, bro. I'm still see the hotel. I'm still. This place is fancy. See the ceilings. See the chandeliers in here. This place is fancy, bro. For what they charge. Yo, for what they charging us, bro. Yo, Illmatics, what's good? Um, I really don't have a feeling about Pelly. I just think he just ended the rotation and ended the roster big. That yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out. I got hit up. I think G Man for Life hit me up to see if I was coming on. So I think he might be headed this way in a little while. But um yo, Cayenne Kid. Cayenne Kid's in the building. He's a salute to you in the chat. I think we should start. Frank, let Rose come off the bench. Let's go Knicks. I if it leads to a W, I'm with it. All I care about is winning, bro. All I care about is winning. I care about what's on the front of the jersey, not what's on the back. Yo, I sent the link to City. I don't know what's going on. City, what's good? Nah, bro, I'm on my phone Wi-Fi. See, I bought the tablet. Let me show you the tablet. See, I brought the tablet with me, but y'all already know what the deal is with hotel Wi-Fi, bro. Nick Gas calling me. Hold on. I can't answer because I'm doing a live stream, Nick Gas. Let me send. I forgot to send the joint to Nick Gas. Let me send a joint to Gas. Yo, Nick Gas probably gonna be like, yo, Uncle Freezy, you didn't send me the link. Am I fired? Hey, dude, what's going on?
What's good? I didn't even realize you went live. I don't know why I
Bro,
didn't even peep it.
bro, turn your notifications on, man. Make sure you get that dark
Nah, I got
bell.
it on.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't peep.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I met up with the Knicks Mount Rushmore tonight. It was crazy.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, man.
Josh, J Boogie, CP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's dope.
Hey, Kev, Rob the Nick. It was crazy.
Oh, I didn't even know everyone else. Everyone else was
Yeah.
there. They're already at the hotel, right?
Yeah, nah, we done split up now, man. We was hanging out earlier. Them dudes, a couple of dudes went off to enjoy the nightlife. A couple of dudes are in the room, and I'm in the hotel lobby doing the Knicks at Night podcast live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, does it not work at your room? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wi-Fi is not that good, right? Up there.
nah, nah. I just don't like the vibe of my room. The
Oh, is the
room is
lighting bad too?
no, the room is good. The room is good. I just don't like doing the joint live up there because when I'm down here, Knicks fans walk by, or like somebody in Knicks universe will walk by, I can grab them and tell them to say what's up or whatever. Like
Like the other day.
yeah, like Jay Boogie just walked through, came through a little while ago, and he, what I'm saying, sat over and chill out with me for a little bit. You know what I'm saying, while I was doing the show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
fine.
it's crazy, bro. This hotel is
It's
super nice,
nice.
man.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it's
looks really
fire.
nice.
See, I'm right here by the window. See
Mhm.
outside Atlanta. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
that's.
bro.
How long are you
Yeah.
guys staying there?
I'm getting out of here tomorrow.
After the game?
Yep, yep. Right after the game, I'll be back on the road.
Takes like 5 hours, you said, right? Or like,
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah,
damn.
man. So it'll take like five because of road construction or whatever. But yeah, so it is crazy. So tomorrow I'm gonna probably get up about what time is it? 1 o'clock. So
Yeah,
I'll probably get up like 5:45. You know what I'm saying? You know, just
that
walk
early.
around. Yeah, do some stuff. Yeah, do some stuff. Um, you know, um, pack up the room. You know, go eat
Oh
breakfast,
yeah, yeah.
and then go to Hudson's tomorrow at 11. Then go to the game at then go to the game
I just
at
want
at
fries.
12:30. Hey, what's good, Nick
Nick
G?
G,
What's up?
what's good, Nick G?
How
Nick
y'all
G
doing?
is in the
It's my
building.
guy.
Good man. Yeah, Nick G is in the building. What's good?
Yeah, Nick G
Yeah,
is good people.
and so yeah, and then so the game will probably be over like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm gonna
Hmm.
go leave straight out the arena, get straight into to Marcy and drive 5 hours back home, and then take my stuff out the car and go to work and stay up all night.
Yeah, that sounds tough. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't. I hate being in cars that long. I
yeah,
can't be
man.
doing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy, but it's what you got to do, bro. Because I still got to pay the bills too.
Hmm. You don't want to waste. You don't want to waste that.
Yeah, man. So
Nick G,
Nick,
you at
Nick
work?
G. Yeah, Nick G at work. He always at
Got the
work,
late
bro.
night
Yeah, I'm at
shift.
work. I'm at work.
You got a late night shift every day?
Always.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Till
all I
what
work.
time?
Night. 7 a.m.
Oh shit. Oh my bad. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's all good though. Hey man, Freeze, I'm proud of you, bro.
Hey, man. I appreciate you, bro. I
I'm
appreciate
proud
you.
of you, man.
Yeah,
Hey
man.
man.
Been grinding, bro.
Hey man. Thanks for taking my advice and taking some breaks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Gotta do it, bro.
That
Gotta
was
Yeah,
do it,
definitely
man.
difficult to do too.
I thought I had to come up there with my stethoscope and some medication bags
Yeah.
because I thought
Yeah.
you needed a break, man.
Yeah. You was gonna hit me in the neck with a blow dart. Yeah, man. How the family doing?
Family's good, man. Family's good, man. Family's good. I, I,
Good, man.
I only got but so much time, but how y'all feel about the game tomorrow?
I'm worried.
Mm.
I'm so worried. I'm not even gonna cap because we're down 2-1, and it's like I've been hoping so much that Randall and RJ and the team in general, because Burks had one good game and he hasn't done good. Quickly had one good game, he hasn't done good. Like it's like I've been hoping so much that at least one of them gets out of the slump at one point, because like they don't have this long streak of bad games ever.
ever.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping they come out of that streak, and it's like I hope for it for 3 games, and now I just need to see it. I can't even hope for it anymore. I need to see it happen
Yeah.
you know what? I do feel like once Randall could figure it out, everything else gets figured out.
because we're going through the whole offense is based on him. Like
Yeah,
the point of Derrick Rose yesterday was for the offense to shift more towards him, but we still ran it through Randall, which didn't make sense to me. Kind of defeated the purpose.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I'm hoping for.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's, that's
Yeah.
difficult though.
Yeah,
If we win
man.
tomorrow, I'm really confident. But if we don't, it's just like it's just a buzzkill.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some really the vibe in Atlanta that I've seen is from Hawks fans is they are really nervous. They're the nervous front runner. You know what I'm saying?
Hawks fans are nervous.
Yes. Yeah.
If I were them, I wouldn't be that nervous.
And just from the Hawks fans we talked to, they nervous that they're nervous that everything is going their way and everything bad has happened with the Knicks.
That makes
So it's
sense.
not yeah, it's like they don't know if the Knicks are this bad or if the Knicks are unlucky. Because I talked to one dude, he was well, there's a bunch of dudes. He was standing outside in the rain on the corner trying to get right across the street, and he was
Mm.
like, he was like, yo, everything that could go wrong did go wrong for the Knicks, and if they
Bro,
mess
and
around
they
and
shot
figure it out,
60% from three. Like, when is that gonna happen?
right,
Like, that is
right,
so rare to happen. 60% from. They didn't miss all game. Like, I literally every single shot they shot, I thought was going in. Like, I didn't think
right.
there was one shot they were gonna miss.
Every time they shot a three, I was like, oh man,
Me
you
too.
know what I'm
I was like,
saying?
we're cutting into the lead, and then Bogey hits a three. Oh,
Yep,
we're back down
Salute,
12.
salute,
What's good, Nick?
yep.
Yes,
Salute.
salute,
and then we
Hadouken,
get
salute,
back in.
salute.
What's
Gallinari
up?
hits a
What's up,
three.
boss?
Like nobody could miss, and Horder was shooting from deep, making everything, bro. Like, oh god,
Right.
So
Hey, you guys hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we hear you good. We hear you.
Oh no,
Um,
I'm sorry I didn't pull up yesterday, but man, yesterday actually after the third quarter, I fell asleep. I knocked out. This is my thing. When I feel like I'm gonna lose the game, I just knocked out. Then I woke up 2 hours later. I'm like, oh yeah, we lost. Cause like the draw, and then bro, it hurts. It hurts. Yeah. I look like like the way I feel. I feel like terrible because Game 7 is the thing that I have in mind because I think that's the only way. Atlanta has a strong team, and like you guys say, we need those Mitchell Robinson of this world. We need,
Yeah, it's
oh
not
man,
happening though.
we need so much. What's happening?
They
And
said it's
and
not
I
gonna
didn't
go
want to
long.
come yesterday because I didn't want to say, yo, Hadouken, you know how I feel right now with Randall? It's giving me like, remember when A-Rod, I don't know if you know about baseball, but remember when
Now
A-Rod
I
used
know
to
who
play
A
for the
Rod is.
Yankees?
Yeah, but I didn't really watch. I
That
don't watch baseball like that at all.
Well, A-Rod is the same thing. Like A-Rod came in here and he was here for like at least 6 years, and we were like, hold on, when you gonna get a ring, bro? Like. So it feels like A-Rod, like when it comes to A-Rod, whenever he played in the playoff, he was nowhere to be found.
Right.
But in the regular season, he will hit 48 home runs, etc. And
Hmm.
like I think Alice is like the sixth home run leader.
Playoff A
So
Rod,
yeah, bro,
man.
that's an exit.
Yeah.
But
My bad.
Reggie Bullock, like after
So
the game,
man, it's just Uncle.
Reggie Bullock posted on Instagram. He's like, he still got Knicks. Like someone like posted something with him, a picture, and he's like, he promised that he said Knicks in 6 to me, and then he reposted it. So I don't know. They think they're gonna win 4 in a row, 3 in a row. I'm hoping it executes well. That's what I'm praying for right now.
Right. Right. As Knicks fans, as nervous Knicks fans, we searched for a lot of answers to the questions that were posed to us. And so this guy, I'm gonna have him on the show too. I forget his name, but he talked to Bro, do y'all know how many Knicks fans there are in this universe? Do
Yo,
y'all
there's a
have
lot in
any idea?
random places. Like the
Yeah.
like you wouldn't expect Knicks fans to be. You just see a jersey or a hat out there
Right.
somewhere.
Yo, no, like so Cam ordered Domino's yesterday, right? This dude named Austin was supposed to bring the pizza, and that's another story for another day. That story is funny. But
Yeah.
while we were waiting, a dude walked by and he was like, "Yo, the Knicks and Night podcast guys." And Hoodie Cav looked like, and you know Hoodie Cav, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
That's of course.
You
Yeah,
I'm not
telling me
even
that?
surprised, bro. I'm not
That's
even
awesome.
surprised.
yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, I promise. So the lobby is like
No, you know,
this grand air. Hey guys, hold on. I'm gonna just say this just real quick. So the lobby is like this grand area with this big chandelier about the size of like a spaceship, right? And they have these seating things around. You know, how, like you ever seen the seats that go all the way around, like the circle seats that go all the way around the pole or
Hmm.
whatever. So I was
Mm.
leaning, like laying down on it, waiting on Austin to bring the dominoes because at one point it became like the running joke. Like people would take their luggage upstairs and come back down, and they would be like, "Y'all still waiting on Austin?" And we're like, "Yeah, we still waiting on Austin." You know, so it was like a running joke, right?
Yeah, I would be
And,
pissed. I would be
yeah.
pissed.
So it was like the running joke, right? And so my guy comes through. He was like, "Yo, I used to do a podcast called Nick Time, the Nick Time podcast, and I know who y'all are." He was like, yo, you Heady Cav, and Heady Cav's like, "Yeah, that's me. You know, I'm the star of the show, and blah blah blah, and whatever." So I'm like, "Yeah, man, I watch the show all the time. I'm a fan, right? You know, talking about the Knicks at Night podcast." And so he broke down like all the things that could happen. I'm like, "Yo, you need to come on the show with us, bro." And we talked about every Nick scenario, the pick and roll defense, the Spanish pick and roll, the fact that Nerlens Noel can't catch, Hodge Gibson sets hard screens but is too slow in his burst out of the roll, like rolling to the basket. Like he sets the screen hard, but he don't have the
Mhm.
foot speed or the burst to make himself a threat going to the basket, or he doesn't have the hops to catch lobs, right? Yo, whatever. And so we were talking about all this stuff, man. And yeah, we talked for like an hour, and like people would walk by, and they would walk by, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm Knicks, what's good?" And then random people would be like, "Hoodie Cat, you still waiting on Austin?" And so it was like this weird thing of going on between two. Yo, it was man, it was just a fun time, man. Just Knicks fans just hanging out. Saw the G man, what's good? What's good?
Hey, what's good,
G
Freaky? What's going
man,
on down there in
salute,
ATL?
salute, senor.
Hey, well, they say what happens in Atlanta stays in Atlanta.
No, it doesn't.
With you, man.
What's
I'm
good, G
with you.
man?
I'm with you. What's good? What's good, Hadouken? Gas. Who is that to my far in the
Salute,
top right?
Nick G.
Nick
That's
G.
Big
Nick
G.
G. What's going on? Salute, my brother.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute.
Hey, man. Let me tell you something.
nah,
I heard you guys talking about the nervous energy, and I'm a bundle of nervous energy right now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, you know, my emotions all over the place. I'm having flashbacks of the last three games and everything that goes along with it. But I'm optimistic, you know, and I'm hoping for the best, you know.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it all lands on Randall. Like I understand like RJ is not doing good. I expect him to do much better, but in general, the offense runs through Randall. So when Randall is off, you're gonna expect RJ to be off because RJ is not the one handling the ball. He's not the one that sets plays. He usually gets set up by Randall, or like the offense leads to him being open and being able to drive. So for me, he's been kind of playing his game, just missing shots. But Randall is the one that needs to actually like focus and play the way he usually plays. He's changing it up a little too much for my fav for my favorite.
You know,
Just messed up his head.
normally I would agree Hadouken, but I have a different take on Julius and the way he's been playing, especially since Tibbs went and changed the lineup and is starting Derrick Rose now, right? So without Derrick Rose on the floor with Randall, I understand the ball. and the offense is still running through Julius Randle. But if you put a Derrick Rose in the game, should the offense still be going through Randle, or should they switch that and let the offense flow through a Derrick Rose who has a better vision of what's going on the court and could potentially involve people a little bit more than everything going, as soon as you come across the court, you automatically just give the ball to Randall.
That's what I was trying to say. Like that defeats the purpose of Rose being a starter.
You said it is or it's not.
I said that the point of Rose being a starter for me was for him to change the offense, for him to like set it up and draw it away from Randall.
Right. Okay.
Can I answer that?
Yeah, man.
First of all, Tibbs basically built a whole offense based on rhythm and chemistry. So basically, Randall is the one that stirs the coffee pot, right? So
remember this.
Randall knows how to make the pass to RJ. Like off Randall's passes, most of RJ's points come. Same thing with Reggie Bullock. He knows their style, the way they like the ball in their hands. Pause if you want to pause, right? So if you look at like Derrick Rose is not racking up assists. Derrick Rose doesn't know or have that chemistry with the starting five. So like just to say put the ball in Derrick Rose's hands is reductionist to the actual chemistry that Tibbs had the starting five built over 72 games. And if you do the math too, technically the starting five dating back to last year. So because Point Randall didn't start this year. Point Randall started last year under Fizdale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we didn't see the vision.
Well, no,
he did, but a lot of the same things to interject. It just wasn't working last year because guys wasn't hitting shots and stuff like that. But he was doing the same thing.
No, I'm saying we didn't see the vision that he really had, like that it was gonna work last year.
No, I did.
Well,
it just wasn't working.
Yeah, it just wasn't working when Fizdale was there at the helm. But Fizdale basically said the same thing. Catch the ball, early offense, you lead the break, go. And everyone feeds off that Point Randall vision that Fizdale had. The downfall to that is just like every Steve Nash team. When Steve Nash got hurt or was on the bench, the offense struggled. Why? Because it went to Leandro Barbosa doing one-on-ones. Like it breaks down because everything fed off the Steve Nash pass versus or with us off the Randall pass. That's why RJ is struggling. Like RJ, it's the same shots he normally takes, but it feels different because it's coming from someone else. And maybe I might be like making it magical, like but you can't just dismiss the fact that he actually. Wait, are you in the tub?
I have literally gone a whole live stream from this tub before. Yo, my lady is dying laughing right now. She just busted out laughing as soon as you said that. Like, yes, man. Relax your day, man. My lady had a long day. We are in the midst of planning our wedding, and we just knocked out a lot of the last second wedding planning things. So this was like relaxing for the weekend. But yeah, don't off put by me.
Congratulations.
Carry on.
Congrats, man. Congrats, man. She should leave you because you in the tub talking Knicks fans. Talking to Knicks fans right now. Like,
I will tell
you gotta focus on your lady, man.
To marry this woman, right? I have done a live stream celebrating a Knicks game, and she brought me my drinks whilst I was in the tub on live stream.
Okay. Wow. That's a keeper.
Yes. Yes. So, but I will let you finish your point because I want to jump in there. But please finish your point. You're making good points.
No, that's basically my point. It's like, see, we can't separate the fact that there's chemistry that brought us to this point, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yo, I'm about to
well, is that Jay Boogie? Oh man, I first want to say To the host of the show, if I got the floor right now. First, do I got the floor right now?
Jay Boogie, what's good?
Okay. If I got the floor right now, I want to say shout out to the host of the show. This is my first time on your panel. Appreciate you letting me on. I want to shout. I seen Sergeant Knicks on the other day, and that's what made me jump onto your channel because you and him was chatting. So I was like, "Yo, I'm jumping on now." I just subbed up as soon as I seen Sergeant Knicks on. Jay Boogie, I want to give you a shout out for that Julius Randle joint. That joint was fire.
Appreciate that.
That's Heartstorm. Heartstorm talking. So
Yeah, man.
I was in the building yesterday for the loss. I live out here in Atlanta, so I was in the arena, and a lot of things that the last caller said, when last joiner said. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Last caller, he made some good points, but one thing I would say I noticed from seeing Derrick Rose in the starting lineup, like visually seeing it, just because you run point, don't necessarily mean you run point. Derrick Rose, I'm not gonna say he doesn't do a good job at running the point, but I don't think that is his job to like run the point. When he had the ball in his hand, he was there to create, but most of the time create shots himself because other guys wasn't.
Incredible.
What's that?
Come visit y'all. Y'all tearing it up out here.
Oh, I don't know if J Buggy muted or what. Oh, okay, he muted. So what I noticed from Rose was when he had the ball in his hand, it was to score. He wasn't in the game to facilitate and create for other people. Not saying he can't do that, but that wasn't what he was tasked to do because other people weren't hitting shots. If it wasn't, I mean, y'all watched the game. If it wouldn't have been for Derrick Rose, we would have lost by 30 that night. Derrick Rose was getting the buckets when nobody else could get a bucket. Now, for what I would just say from my observation, the Hawks played amazing defense as a team that game. Kevin Huerter played defense like I'd never seen him play before. Gallinari played defense like I'd never seen Gallo play before. We all knew that DeAndre Hunter was a good defender, but I've never seen Huerter play defense like that before. And I don't think nobody expected that. The Hawks put on a clinic for team basketball in that game that I don't think could be replicated. Every 3 minutes that went past, somebody else was hot. So Tibbs made adjustments defensively, but then another person just got hot. Kevin Huerter had 3 solid minutes where he was on fire. Collins had 3 solid minutes where he was on fire. Trae Young did his thing here and there throughout the game. John Collins had 3 to 4 minutes where he was hot. Lou Will came in the game, had 3 minutes. They had 8 players in double figures and 1 player with 9 points. You can't replicate that. You can't replicate 60% three-point shooting. But it wasn't like one person was killing us. They just all seemed to have it going when they needed to have it going. And once a person realized they didn't have it going, nobody even got a chance to realize they didn't have it going. Just another person just got the game and they started hitting, so they just ran with that person. I don't think that's going to be indicative of what's going to happen in this game. I got supreme confidence that we win the next game. But for Knicks fans that say we didn't match their level defensively, I was in the building. They only scored 105 points. It seemed like they scored way more points than that, but realistically, we played. Trae Young didn't get none easy. None of them guys got a lot of stuff easy, but they were scoring easier than we were scoring. So from being in the building, having pretty good seats, that's the way it looked. Also, again, want to give a shout out to the Hawks fans. They kept it clean. They showed up for their team. I thought it was going to be 50-50 Knicks fans and Hawks fans in the building. It was more like a 70-30 thing. But even then, they kept it respectable. And I just want to give them a shout out. They were classy fans that night. So for any Hawks fans that have to catch this, I want to give them a shout out for that. You know, they kept it clean, especially after what happened with Trae Young in the Garden. I give them their props for keeping it clean. You know, they had the Julius Randle overrated chant. They had a couple of the chants out there. You know, I took some join, but that's what I was there for. I stayed to the end. So when they tried to come at me, they got in my face, yelled at me a little bit. And I'm like, yo, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, wearing the Knicks hat. So I ain't running from that,
Right.
So shout out.
They was out on the street outside State Farm Arena. You can tell them nothing. Outside State Farm Arena after the game, you couldn't tell them nothing, bro. They was in a bag. You can tell they were nervous. They were like, "Yo, are the Knicks this bad, or are we lucky?" They still had that vibe to them, like they
If the
didn't
Knicks would have
know.
won, it would have been ugly
If,
outside of State Farm Arena. The Hawks fans,
yes,
they won and they just went home.
right,
It was raining
right.
though when we left out of there,
It
so
was
they was just
raining.
trying to get out the rain and the traffic.
Yeah, it was raining. It was raining. That's how I was telling.
Yeah,
That's how I
well, I
was
hope
telling
it's
the
ugly
chat.
game
Like we
4.
was. Yeah, well, that's how I was telling the chat, man. We was outside and trying to cross the street in the rain, and I was talking to Hawks fans, and you can feel the relief from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were relieved that they won. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? They would be like, "Yo, I told y'all we was better than y'all." It was like, "Yo, I'm glad we got this game because if we were down 2-1, game 4 at State Farm Arena would have been 90% Knicks, 10% Hawks." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah,
They was
man.
real quiet. They was real quiet, surprisingly. On the
But
walk to the car and stuff,
they still,
real quiet.
but Hearthstone, they still have
Hey,
the upper hand because they
somebody.
stole one from our house.
Yeah, you right.
The
But
baby.
hey, somebody made a good point on the last live stream I was watching. I think I was on Man is the Knicks. I don't know if it was Jay Boogie might have made the point. It seemed like the pressure is on us, but we could still come back home tied up. You know what I'm saying? We lost the first game, then we won the second. Now we lost the next first game. We could easily reset and come back and win that second. Then we come back home with a whole new series tied up. So it is better than what it looks. Now we lose this next game, that's another story. But right now,
That's what
I
G-Man. That's
think
what
we can
G-Man
reset,
does.
evaluate what happened. We tried a new starting lineup. And I will tell you this, for anybody that wanted, like when he said Derrick Rose was inserted into the starting lineup to do something to the offense, no. Derrick Rose was inserted into the starting lineup because Elvis Payton played so bad, something had to happen. It was such a difference with Derrick Rose not coming off that bench. You see, I felt it. I'm like, yo, our bench is not the strength because now our bench is really going against their bench. When you got Derrick Rose coming off the bench, it's like our starters going against their bench. We lost that with having Derrick Rose start. Now, I ain't saying Upper Payton should start again, but maybe let Frank start and maybe let Derrick Rose come off that bench. Or even Alec Burks start and let Derrick Rose come off the bench. Because it would have been a different dynamic to let Derrick Rose come off the bench. I think, could have won that game if Derrick Rose coming off that bench.
Bro, Frank Ntilikina can't start a fire. Frank Ntilikina is not a point guard, bro. Frank Ntilikina is not a point guard. Frank Ntilikina is a 6'4" rebound, bro.
Come on, Caprice. Be
Honestly,
confident.
He's not a point guard, man. The dude it's like starting Bruce Bowen at point guard. You can't start Bruce Bowen at
Come
point guard.
on.
You can't start Tony Allen at point guard, man.
honestly, no one would have saved the Knicks game 3. No one.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have mattered because
it-
Randall and RJ played off.
right. If
I
RJ
also
hit that
think
shot,
if we go back to game 1, and I know the chat killed me when I said that, like a lot of the blame also goes to the fans. When one of our fans spits on another player, when one of our fans literally, like every time Julius is on the line, they're louder at the line. I think because of the fact that we had COVID, people were inside for so much that whenever they see more than 100 people, it just becomes like a festival, so it was a circus, and I think that affected the Knicks a lot too. Like in the karma, like how you gonna spit on another player? Like that's
but they didn't notice
disrespectful.
until after the game. I don't think that mattered.
Even hey man, Hadouken, even the behavior outside of 7th Avenue, like yes, it's cute. Celebrate. We need to celebrate, but that was obnoxious. That was like and another thing is when you see at the garden is nothing but a gentrified garden. I didn't see not one black person. Obviously there's black people in it, but it's just wild boys going crazy. I'm sorry to say it, but it's like white boys just doing whatever they want, like it's hockey. And
Hey, hold on. Hey, check for a moment. Yo, I'm gonna holler back at y'all, and see y'all tomorrow. I'm out here. I'm going back in the club, man. Y'all got me out here in the cold, and you know I'm out here in the cold trying to give you some action. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna handle our business tomorrow. Don't worry about that. They don't play their best game that they can possibly play. We ain't had a good game yet. Stay tuned. 1 p.m. tomorrow, man. Salute, man. Y'all have a great morning. I'm out all night. I ain't going to sleep. I'm in the A. I'm lit. The Knicks lit. The Tears is lit. We out here, baby. We out here. Be easy.
Yeah, man.
Tell Candy
That's right, baby. That's right. This is my homeboy right here, my childhood friend. I'm at his club. It's called Pseudo. We out here rocking. Here's Nick too, so don't even worry about it. We out here, man. Big up, salute. Sergeant Nick, I see you, boy. You're supposed to be down here, but I know you had the personal thing to do. But I'm gonna holler back. Yo, I'm going back inside.
What's up, Pseudo? What's up, Jay, brother? Enjoy.
How was the graduation?
Yeah,
how was the graduation, G-Man?
He's muted. You're muted, G-Man.
G-Man.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Thanks, Suzuki. I'm seeing just talking. I ain't look down and nothing. But thanks, Nick. Yes, the ceremony was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's a great feeling to see one of your offsprings go out and graduate with honors. That's number one. The rest of my people came in today. So, you know, we're going to spend tomorrow and continue to celebrate that auspicious event, which is why I'm not in Atlanta right now, because this is what needs to be done. This is a one-in-a-lifetime ordeal. The Knicks are going to be the Knicks, and I'll always be a Knicks fan. But for my little girl, this is what needs to be done right now.
Ben.
But so let me transition real quick since I got the floor. See how that worked, Freezy?
Yeah, I saw you.
But you know, so I hate Hearthstone got on before I could kind of speak to his point. Right, I understood everything that he said, and for the most part, I can agree from that point of view. But I still say, if the whole leading, I think that the whole substitution of Derrick Rose for Alfred Payton was not necessarily just for the sake of substituting the guy, right? There was an expectation. And to Hearthstone's point, Derrick Rose was brought in to generate offense, not necessarily to control the offense, but to generate offense, which is why he was in a shoot first mentality. And I totally get it, right? But at some point, you got to realize, even though that's your game plan, who is on the court, who's producing and who's not. So even with a Rose on the court, the guys that normally we depend on to score the basket, they still weren't producing. So yeah, Rose is going to take it upon himself to take those shots and score those 30 points because, quite frankly, no one else was doing it. Now, adversely to that, when you remove Rose from that second unit, the second unit came in and they did not look like the second unit that we're normally used to seeing. They look flat. Granted, they got 28 points, which is good, but it just wasn't our second unit. So I'm just hoping that there's a happy medium to be met here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. When we come out, we know what it is that we're doing, and they can go out and execute the game plan flawlessly.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if they're gonna change the lineup again. That's what I really need to know.
I don't think they will, Hadouken, because to me, if at this point in the game, if you go in and you change the lineup, that's essentially telling your opponent you have no idea what you're doing right now. You made a knee-jerk reaction. It didn't work for you, so now you're doing something else. So I think we see the same starting lineup that we saw in Game 3. I could be wrong, but that's my gut. And then I just think that Tibbs tries to adjust the game plan. Again, this is going to be predicated on whose shots falling and who's not.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure Alfred Payton's not going to play again. That I'm pretty sure. I'd be very surprised if they go back to that. Look, I think that once they said we're not going to play him, I think this is just my opinion. I have no inside knowledge. I have no inside sources. I'm just saying, as somebody who would watch this team, if you're going to make a move like that, he's not coming back. He's saying, "Nah, we're not going with this. We're not going in this direction." So that's just.
Are you confident, Spree?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not feeling great because the engine is Randall and he hasn't looked good. I mean, you would think that after 3 bad games, he really. I don't look. The regular season is different than the postseason, but he's had 3 bad games now. They're loading up. My 3 things with him are this: Hadouken, he can make shots. Some of it is he's just missing wide open shots. I said this on an earlier show, but
Yeah, or he's not taking the wide open shots.
he's not taking them, but a couple times he took them in the first quarter. He had 2 wide open threes and a jump shot before the double came that he just missed them, but they were good shots. The second problem is he's not making quick enough decisions, getting the ball out of his hands, and also he hasn't made the right read at times too. There's
You
been
remember I
times
was
when
pointing this out during the season, how I feel like his IQ with passing out of double teams and like his playmaking, that people were overhyping it, because he
well,
definitely was doing this during the season too.
it's
I feel
gotten
like it was
it
gonna be a
was
problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say this. I think he's gotten better at it in the regular season, but in the postseason, the thing I've realized, and maybe it's been so long since I've been in the playoffs, the double comes harder and faster in the playoffs. So that extra second or two, he doesn't have that extra second or two that maybe he would have in the regular season when guys, not to say they're slow in the regular season when they double. It's just quicker. Everything's quicker.
He's
And
overthinking it. Like
he's overthinking it.
you see him fake it. Like I've seen him fake a jump shot like in one game more than I have during the whole season. Like
And
he's
also, yeah,
pump faking so much on jump shots
he
and
missed
just
RJ.
looking.
He
Yeah,
missed
he
RJ like
Man,
3 times where
man.
RJ's open
yeah,
weak side. And I'll just say this about RJ shots, by the way. I went back and looked at every shot he took. Every
they're
3
good
that
shots.
RJ took were wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Right,
Or somewhere
right.
contested, but he can take those shots. He's top 5 in 3-pointers contested made in the league right now.
Right. And the
And
thing about
also,
it, I just wanted to throw out 2 things real quick. So the thing about RJ Barrett shots, they were not bricks like Randall was throwing up. RJ
Yeah,
Barrett shots, when they were leaving his hand, you could honestly say, hey, you know what? I thought he was gonna make that. You know what I'm saying? Those shots, some shots just don't go in. Maybe it's just something going on. Maybe it's nerves, right? But I saw some shots from Randall that hit off the heel. Some shots that were long.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you second guessing the shot itself. You're not letting it just not letting it go. That's what Randall was. But to your point about Julius Randall, bro, it's as simple as we have too many non-scorers on the floor. So
Agreed.
when Randall gets the ball, bro, Trey Young and Clint Capella don't have an defensive assignment, so they look to put hands in Julius Randle's face, plus the dude that's guarding them, right? So when you're shooting over a triple team, every time it makes you second guess. You like,
They're not
where are
even
these guys?
guarding Noel. They're not guarding Noel or Taj, to your point, Freeze.
Right. So they're not, because what happens is with Reggie Bullock, they know Reggie Bullock can't dribble. Reggie Bullock's not a playmaker. He's a spot up
Right.
shooter. So when Reggie Bullock is not playmaking, he's not a threat in offense. So they're like, Trey Young is just standing there like, I ain't got nothing. He could do his taxes standing by Reggie Bullock, because Reggie Bullock is not going to take somebody off the dribble. Right? When's the last time you saw Reggie Bullock take somebody off the dribble in the half court and dunk? Or 6'7"
Never.
athlete.
I've seen him
You
miss
know
a
what I'm saying?
layup when he goes off the dribble. I've seen him miss a few layups
R-
whenever he's drove it right all the way to the cup. Sometimes he's
Right.
done little pump fakes, but he's not an off the dribble guy.
Right, get right. And the game we saw, the game three, when they ran him off the 3-point line, he could have drove all the way to the basket and dunked, but he didn't.
yeah,
He
bro.
drove
I
to
noticed that too. Bro, I have never
he did,
seen him be so scared to drive. Like
right,
you don't see him scared to drive. Like it's
right.
just so
Wait, who?
weird to
Randall or
me.
RJ?
No,
Randall.
Bullock. No, I'm talking about Bullock.
Oh, you
Bullock.
talking about Bullock?
Bullock. They kicked it out to Bullock on the wing. The man went by, and he dribbled right. Reggie Bullock could have dribbled all the way to him and dunked, but he stopped at a 15-footer, jumped in the air, and did a jump pass to Julius Randle that was in the corner. Julius Randle caught the ball with 4 seconds left and
Oh,
threw
and
up a
oh yeah,
contested shot.
yeah. He
It,
yeah.
yeah,
You forgot Steve
and so
Back was scared like that too.
Yeah, and so, but I'm saying the thing is, Reggie Bullock, you could have drove all the way to the basket and dunked uncontested, but you
He could have.
chose the top
He
stop
had a
at
putback,
15
I think,
feet.
one game two. He could have. You're right.
Right, and but they depend on Randall so much. It's like, why are you putting it out to Julius, a power forward that's pinned in the corner? Now he has to dribble out with 4 seconds left and throw a three. What are we
Freezy, I
doing,
have a
Reggie Bullock?
solution to this. I have a solution, potential solution. So the issue of them not respecting Taj and Noel is a real thing. Going back
Right.
and watching that game, they are not. Capella is not caring at all, like at all. He's playing so far up. They do not believe in Noel's ability to do anything. So my solution, I don't know if it's going to work, but first of all, I think with Capella in the game, I, I wouldn't do this. But if Capella's out, I would consider throwing out Randall at the 5 with 4 shooters, playing
Right.
super small. With that way, there's extra space on the floor, no clogging of the paint. Playing 4 wide with Randall.
Right.
Another option is with Capella in the game because you don't want to lose rebounding. I would consider playing Obi and Randall together. I'm not saying it's going to work,
Right.
but I think we need to throw a different look if they're going to continue to not respect our bigs.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
you see,
Clog the paint.
the thing with if you go super small like you mentioned, if you go the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic route. Remember the Orlando Magic used to put 4 on Dwight Howard. If you go that route, every time a shot goes up, you have to double team, you have to double box out Clint Capella,
for the
and
rebound.
then yeah, just whoever is there every time somebody says shot, you got to put 2 bodies on Clint Capella, and then fight all the other guys for the rebound. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could because Julius Randle is a great rebounder, right? But he's not when it comes to certain. He's not going to box out at all, right? So you got to put in his mind, hey man, when the shot goes up, you gotta box out. You and whoever the closest person to Capella has to put a body on Capella and make Trey Young, Bogey, DeAndre Hunter fight for those rebounds. I don't think they want to do that. So
Yeah,
to Spree's point, I could see what you're doing, but you have to have strategy. You just can't say we're going to be quicker than those other guys.
I just think the only reason I do that is because again, right now Randall's getting double triple team. They're playing like a quasi zone double. It's not they don't fully come out to Randall, but they're just clogging the complete paint. And a way to maybe ways you can eliminate that is either to get Randall the ball in the middle of the floor, which we did a little bit at the end of game 2. I didn't really think we did a lot of it in game 3. I'm not sure why we got away from that. And then also having as much shooting spacing the floor with not a real big. I think it could work. We didn't. Here's the problem, though. We haven't done that all year. I think we should have tested some of the small ball out in the regular season. But I think that is something we should try in this game. That's just me.
It's sad that they're game planning Randall, and Randall's not even doing nothing to even put pressure on them. That's the funny part. They're not game planning for no one else. They're not game planning for Rose. That's why Rose is having a good game, but it's not enough. They're not game planning for no one else. They're game planning for Randall, and they're looking at him every time like, look at this bum. He just wants to shoot it. He's a bum. Like they're having fun because he's not putting no pressure on them. As a team, he's putting no pressure on them. He's taking shots. They're like, yeah, he's a bum. Let him shoot. They're having fun with him. John Collins was talking smack to him in Atlanta. I'm thinking that would have got him fired up. How you let John Collins? I mean, John Collins is he's a good player. But come on, like let
yeah,
him talk smack to me. I'd have got so fired up because it's like, come on, oh my god.
bro.
I don't know what's up with Randall, man. I'm just saying, man. That's just
This
my
is why
opinion.
throughout the season, the main reason too I didn't want EP in the starting lineup is because I hate that we always had to rely on Randall to run the offense. Because then you get
Right.
used to it, and then when that gets broken down, you literally look like you're lost out there. You don't know what you're gonna do.
Right.
We got so used to it with EP passing it to Randall, and then Randall does what he does, ISOs. That's why I always complain about his ISOs because in the end of the game, that's legit the only thing we would do sometimes. We would have multiple possessions where we have
We're
Randall
very
isolating
isolation
everyone
heavy.
out. Yeah,
We're
and
very
everyone clears
isolation
out.
heavy. Yeah.
That's
Right.
why
It
I
pisses
never
me
wanted
off,
us
yo.
to play this way. This
We're
way
probably
just
more isolation heavy
doesn't
than
do good
most
for
teams
us.
in the playoffs.
We are. We are.
But part of it is we just don't have the personnel to be with the point guards. Just that this is kind of the best way that we can play. I mean,
and this season
maybe
shows
in this season. So.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I'm frustrated, man. I don't know if it's going to work.
No, I am too, and I'm very.
Hadouken, to answer your question, I don't know what's going to happen. I really think I think they're going to compete. I just hope it's a we're there. We're there in the end, and we find a way. That's all
It's just funny.
That's all I hope to win.
Me too. Like it's funny how no one on that team could guard Randall, but he ain't doing nothing. Like I almost cursed, but he ain't doing nothing. He not doing nothing. No one, not one player on the Hawks can guard him. You have Gallo on you, and you're taking jumpers.
Hey, but
you're doing these half-ass drives to the basket, and just nothing. Like it's ridiculous. If you're not gonna play with heart, then Knicks fans.
But Cully, what you said is the $1 million answer. Like you just said is the $1 million answer, but people don't realize what it is that you're saying. Right. So I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? I'm gonna give you a scenario. So Trae Young run pick and roll with Capella. The Knicks ice it, try to force it to the left. Trae Young backs out. Capella resets. Trae Young stays back. They want to ice it. Trae Young shoots a 30-foot three and makes it. Right. So the Hawks try to run away. The Knicks put the perfect defense in. The Hawks backed up and reset. The Knicks showed the perfect defense again. Instead of Hawks attacking it, Trae Young stayed behind the screen and knocked down a three. Right. All right. Whatever. If somebody's gonna make a 30-foot 3-pointer, you live with that. You can't complain about somebody making a 30-foot 3-pointer, bro, because you don't want to foul them, and let alone foul them and they make it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So here's the thing. Here is where the saga begins. On the inbounds, Derrick rolls, step out of bounds, inbounds the ball to Julius Randle, and runs up the court. Right now, you have your power forward bringing the ball up like a point guard. Right. The Hawks get 70 feet or 80 feet to see what play the Knicks are going to run. Right. So Nate McMillan calls the defense from the sideline. They'll probably call something like, if say Julius Randle hit his last shot, right? So what they'll call is they'll call Honda. They're like Honda, which means when Julius Randle comes up, they know they're going to work the ball around the perimeter first, and then once they work the ball around the perimeter, they're going to give it back to Julius Randle on the left side of the court because they know he's up, right. So they call Honda, and basically what Honda means is no matter what happens, Clint Capella is going to bump every cutter that comes through the paint and slow them down because, like you said, the Knicks run a rhythm offense. So Clint Capella's job is to bump and slow down every cutter through the paint, throw them off rhythm. Now you late in the shot clock, right? Now Julius Randle is isoing, pump faking against Gallinari. Gallinari's a terrible defender, period. Let's not pretend like he's decent. He's terrible, right? But he's got two things on it. But he's got things on his side. He's got the sideline, and he's got the shot clock on his side, right? Julius Randle starts his move. Here comes Clint Capella cutting off the paint, and Trae Young sagging off Reggie Bullock, who he know Reggie Bullock will not put the ball on the floor and dribble. Now Julius Randle has to reverse it back the other way and throw up a bad shot. And so the question is, why is Julius Randle bringing the ball up the floor on a missed shot? Your power forward, your point forward, what you want them to do is go get long rebounds off 3-pointers that are missed and push it in transition against a defense that's not set. And that's where a Julius Randle is effective. But when
you know what
Julius
else this tells
Randle
me,
running point, but when you have Julius Randle running point guard, what it does is it takes all your point. What do you have point guards on the floor for if Julius Randle is your point guard?
Yeah, but you know what else this tells me, Freezy? It tells me we didn't grab a point guard since Melo last been here. Because Melo was doing the same thing, bringing the ball up off a rebound.
Right.
And I didn't
Right,
want to
and
see
we
Melo.
had
I
the
love Melo, but I didn't want to see him bringing the ball up. I wanted to see him have energy
yeah,
at the end of the game. We didn't address that position since we had him. So,
right,
you know what I mean? That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, if we have star players at any position other than the point guard, these guys don't need to be bringing the ball up. I mean, it's just to preserve energy for, our star players. But
right.
yeah. And
But color,
Randall,
what I'm
go
saying
ahead.
is Julius Randle does that the whole game, right? Bringing the ball up on missed shots, and now at the end of the game, there's no energy, and he's frustrated because every time he brings the ball up, the Hawks are gonna call Honda. So Julius Randle knows Honda is coming every time he get it. Now he's inside of his own head trying to counteract what the Hawks are gonna do when he hear the word Honda. Now the dude is frustrated and you know what I'm saying, and is looking to do something else, but there's nothing he can do
You see,
except not take the ball out, go sprint down the floor, let your backcourt, because they call them a backcourt for a reason. They get the ball
Right.
in the backcourt and they bring it up to initiate offense.
I just
and
want
you,
to win this game.
you see, I don't know why I just thought of this and like remember this, but I mean, throughout this series, who is the only person we've seen slashing? The only person that has been slashing is D Rose. So they have Capella, who doesn't have to worry about guarding Noel in the paint because he's not doing anything there. And we haven't seen, Reggie doesn't go towards the rim at all. RJ hasn't really gone that much towards the lane either. And
Right.
Randall hasn't
They-
either. The only person that really has is D Rose. So their game
right.
plan is
And
just
I
to make
feel
us
bad
shoot,
for
and
Rose
it's
because
been
we're
working.
wasting his time. The Knicks are wasting his time. For him to score 30 points and we don't win this game. Like, he gave his whole heart. Like, I love Rose. Poor Rose.
Right. Right.
They need to run more pick and roll with RJ.
It's not gonna
Right.
happen. We've been wanting
Hey,
this all season.
dude, you know what happened when they did run it? They ran it in game. They ran it in game 3, and I think ran it in game 2. And we talked about it on the Knicks at Night podcast about how Derek was hitting cutters, and these guys were missing shots.
Yep.
And so since it didn't lead to baskets, they
Points.
stopped running it. Yeah, it
I
didn't
think they
lead to
should go
points.
more because we need him downhill, and I feel like they're not. That
RJ was doing good with that in that second game because he was running into the lane and he saw he couldn't get a wide open shot because Capella was there, and he had two good passes out to Bullock and he missed both shots. That's the game that Bullock didn't do anything, and the problem is that, bro, we haven't had anyone like be consistent in the series
up.
besides D
Yeah.
Rose.
It's been
Like we
bad.
had Burks be good first game. I can
Nobody
be
has
good
been
first game,
consistent in
and
the series.
legit nobody but D Rose has been anything but
It's
good.
been awful.
Like that's like that's why it's like we're due to have people play well.
But we can't.
That's
We
what
said
you're
that the
doing.
last game. We said
I
that
know,
the
but that's
last.
what I'm saying. That's why like I don't want to rely on it anymore. But it's like me, I just keep thinking about it. Like someone has to play good.
Do you
There's
remember?
no way.
You remember the movie? Have you seen the movie Rookie of the Year
Not
with
that
the
I
little
recall.
kid Henry Roland Gardner that pitches for the
Yeah.
Chicago Cubs? Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
my
remember
God,
the
love
part
that.
where at the end of the game, so his arm, he's pitching in the major leagues because he had a weird arm injury, and his arm all of a sudden he could throw 120 miles an hour, and then at the end of the game he like trips on the ball and his arm is gone. That's how I feel like right now with this Knicks team, with Julius Randle. Like all year, he's been this incredible phenomenon, like Henry Roland Gardner was. But the arm is gone. I don't know how he's going to get it back. And how Henry
Like the
Roland
power
Gardner.
went away.
Yeah, it's like how Henry Roland Gardner got it back is he did the hidden ball trick and he did other weird things to get the 3 outs against the New York Mets in the World Series of that movie. Now, this ain't a movie, but I'm just pointing out, man, I'm worried. I'm very worried.
I think that we need to let RJ, like, this is what I didn't know, but I didn't understand about last game. I felt about this before game that they're gonna let RJ stick into the second lineup and play with them so he could get his groove, because that's what we done a little bit towards the end of the season. So he got out with 3 minutes left in the first, and we all know how he usually plays the first quarter like fully, and then he comes out, whatever, comes back halfway into the second.
Yeah, he's
So
more
who-
like a half type of guy.
Who would you take out in the second unit? Bullock? Because Bullock played with the second unit.
Yeah,
last game.
yeah, that's who I would, because I feel like Bullock doesn't fit with that
I
second
agree. I
lineup
would
at
put
all.
RJ in there instead of Bullock. I was thinking the same thing watching the game
That's
again.
what I think. It's like I think RJ could have been put into that lineup, give him the ball, and let him play make, because he could play make, and let him get into a groove, let him score a little bit. I feel like that would have worked out, because that's what we were doing a good amount of times towards the end of the season. And in general, I think he should get the ball a little more to play make
We
and
got we
create
gotta
when
have one of
nobody
our best.
else can.
Paducah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we
No,
gotta
you're
have
good. I'm done.
we got to have one of our best assist games. Like the Hawks had 26 or some crazy amount of assists. I'm just saying we got to get in the 20s in this game. We got to really have that ball flying, moving. We got to get as many assists as we possibly can. We got to get up as many points. We got to have play as close to 48 minutes, kind of like when we played that Clippers game on national television. It was a Sunday game where we played such a clean game. That's what I think
It's
they need to do.
embarrassing that Trae Young had the same amount of assists as we had in all last
It's
game.
awful. It's awful.
That's just embarrassing.
We don't
Yeah,
move
that's
the ball,
horrible,
guys.
man. And like, come on. Oh man, it's horrible.
We got to move
That
the
is just
ball.
like
We got to move
garbage.
the ball. He's got to go. I used to have a stopwatch with Carmelo, and I made a joke on Twitter. I'm bringing out the stopwatch tomorrow. He has
Yes.
2.5 seconds. You got to make a move really quick or get rid of it. We got to get as many possessions. We got to get some stuff, easy baskets in transition. We got to find a way to get through this. And how we get through it is by making quick and smart decisions on the floor.
Right.
And not overthinking. Don't overthink it.
Don't
Like,
overthink it.
people are
Hit
like
RJ
Randall's
on the
thinking
weak
too
side.
much.
Don't just hold it. Wait for Capella, staring at Capella. Hit RJ on the weak side. He's open. Make the
Yeah, in
right
game
read.
1 and 2, I've seen a lot for Bullock and RJ and Burks being open, and Randall took way too long to pass it out. And he got bailed out one time in the end when he passed it to Bullock and he made that clutch 3 in game 2. But Burks was actually open right in front of his eyes, but he let the double team come and he couldn't really break it down. He panicked and
I
passed it
remember that.
to Bullock to bail him out. And
Right.
it thankfully worked.
Randall has to also understand too, like they're gonna really clog on him when he drives. So they're waiting for him to make a move. Like he's just sitting there just staring at the paint. Like he's staring at Capella. Like they wait when he makes the move, that's when they're gonna sink in on him. That's when he gotta pass it out. He might
Defensively, Rose can't play Trey. I understand Rose was good in the regular season on defense. It ain't working. I personally would stick with Bullock and give him that assignment for do the best he can, throw as many different looks. But I think Bullock's our best bet. I wouldn't put Rose on Trey.
I'm more so with Bullock the end of games. That's when I'm with the Bullock move.
Rose had a really tough time in this past game. He was
Honestly,
getting blown by Rose.
None of our guys could stay in front of him for some reason. I don't know what it is. In the
Yeah,
playoffs,
I don't know how it would really like. We've seen like because Bullock and him have been kind of like taunting each other, and I saw a video on
blowing in the
Twitter
ear.
of him blowing on his
Yeah.
scalp,
I saw
and
that.
and it was funny because they're like he's obviously gonna feel it because he barely got hair like that. He's balding, but he did like the who was it? Was it I don't remember who it is. Someone that blew on LeBron. It was Lance Stevenson. He did
yeah.
that basically. But and then you saw in the end of the game how Trae Young was rolling the ball and telling Bullock to come get it, and he was trying to ISO him, and they were like talking a lot of smack. I really don't know if Bullock can really guard him that well. I mean,
I don't know if anyone on our team can.
I don't think anyone can. I think they should just worry about Trae can get what he wants. Just don't let anyone else go off. Focus on the perimeters. Focus on actually wanting to get the rebound. Don't let them get the free rebound, and don't take shots that are bad that will lead to a fast break and like a rebound that you know you're not gonna be able to get.
My only thing with that, Hadouken, Capella is the best rebounder on the floor when you start the game. Unless Randall's on him, he's the best rebounder on the floor. Because Gibson and Noel can't rebound over him. Is Noel coming back this game? I don't even remember if he played game 3.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Yeah, but
he's
not
gonna get limited minutes again.
Yeah, but he's not even a better rebounder than Capella. Like Capella he's an X factor. He's like a no factor to Capella.
Yeah,
so
Capella is the best rebounder in the league.
We
Like
really
he's good right
missed
now.
Mitch in the series. I really think we would win the series if we
We've
had
been
Mitch.
getting a little slack off of Capella because Capella hasn't really been scoring in the series. Like
He
I'm
hasn't been scoring
surprised.
unless Trey with the pick and roll, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
exactly. Which I'm surprised about because he usually scores on us a good bit. Like he hasn't gotten baskets, and that's one thing we're doing well. He's not really going into it. He's just getting it from pick and rolls.
Right.
Hadouken,
So
what's
that's
your
one thing we
prediction
got
on the
going.
game? Do you feel good? What is your take?
I don't even want to give a prediction. I just want to win.
Are you
I don't
feeling
know.
good? Are you
I'm
nervous like
concerned.
me? Or I'm nervous.
I don't
I'm
know about
openly
anybody
nervous.
else. I'm concerned because
I'm
I don't
very.
even know how to feel, to be honest, in general, because I want them to win, and I feel like someone is finally gonna step up. But if they don't, I'm just I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah, I'm the same way. I really don't like all year. I've kind of have had a good feel going into each game, whether I feel good or not. Like in the last few games, I haven't felt good. Like I really with this game, I really don't know what to expect. I really don't know. And it's tough for me to say that because when I come on here, I try to really tell you how I feel, and I usually can give a good feel for it. But I really don't have a feel for this one. I'm a little nervous
I'm still
yeah, I'm
having
because I don't know.
concerned.
flashbacks
I'm
from
highly
game one. I'm
concerned.
having flashbacks because we could have won that game, and just like a few plays just didn't lay down well, and that was like that game. Like even after the series, if we lose, it's gonna haunt me. Just because
What
we were
game
so
one?
close to winning game one.
Yeah, game one.
Yeah. With RJ
Yeah,
missing that
so
steal and then Burks
Randall's
missing that mid
turnover.
range. That
Right. We're supposed to be up 2-1, but I'm
yeah, I
not gonna
keep
play devil's
remembering
advocate.
about that. That's gonna haunt me this whole series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play devil's advocate, but I am concerned with the Knicks right now. I'm very
Yeah, me
concerned.
too. I
We
I don't
get
got
it.
see no
two.
heart.
I think obviously you can't take any game for granted, but we're gonna win. I
2-1.
believe we'll win the game at the Garden, even though every game is hard. We got two chances to win in Atlanta. Let's just get it done today.
Hey Ron,
So
I thought you was
from
going
my
to sleep,
heart.
Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hey,
Ron is
man.
mad now. He's mad.
Nah, I'm good, man. Hey, Ron had time to sleep on that thing, man. Hey, but first off, order of business. What's up, Freezy? What's up, man?
It was good. It was good. It was good, boss. Man,
Man,
they
man.
running me ragged down here, bro. They running me ragged.
Hey, don't worry, you gonna get
All
the last laugh tomorrow, partner.
yeah,
Well, actually
man. Yeah,
today.
man.
What's up, G-Man? What's going on with you? Hadouken,
good.
What's good?
Spree,
What's up,
Cully.
man?
You know what I mean? Hey, y'all saw I
Man.
I wasn't gonna come in the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I
saw in the chat.
woke up,
I
had
saw
to
you
get
in the
me a
chat.
little drink of water, man. But I sat there and I was texting. I'm looking at the clock because I got to get up this morning. I got to hit the road, man. Me and the missus, we're going to celebrate our 16th anniversary, but a week
Oh
early.
wow.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
So,
Salute.
yeah, man, appreciate it,
Congratulations,
man.
bro.
Appreciate it. So, you know, I mean, she work a schedule and she don't get a couple of days off, you know what I mean, behind each other. So, you know what I mean? I was like, you know, she off Monday, so I was like, man, let's just go ride somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna watch the game in a predisposed area.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean? But man, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man, and I tweeted it out. Julius Randle is gonna remind people today why he's the most improved player, man. I'm telling you right now, Julius Randle will go for 25 plus today in a victory. He's gonna be staring at that triple double. Atlanta, see where Atlanta messed up at? You don't kick somebody while they're down. That
Yeah.
that chant, overrated, they're gonna pay for that. They're gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for a big win today. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be an explosion, and they're not gonna be able to stop us. And I'm predicting RJ gonna follow right along because if you notice something, RJ normally goes how Julius Randle goes.
Yep.
He has his struggles, but normally how Julius goes, RJ goes. And I'm not even worried about Mr. R&B. Because Reggie Bullock goes like Julius Randle
He
goes.
goes like how they go, right?
All the three of those guys, this team feed off one another. If they're playing good, typically that thing trickle down. We We just in a funk right now, and they got to get out of it. And they got to get out of it fast. But I got faith in our boys, man. I think we're gonna pull that thing off today, man. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna pull it off in a big way. They're gonna win this game, and they're coming back home, and they're gonna win that game. And then we coming back to the end. We're gonna close that thing out in this stadium. I'm saying it. Knicks in 6. It's over. It will not go game 7. It will not.
Just like Bullock said.
That's the thing, though, Ron. We waiting for Randall to hurry up.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes, you ever made a pot of gumbo?
Yep.
That thing's so good, right? But that thing don't get good quick. It takes all them ingredients got to come together, and that thing got to boil, and that thing got to do what it do. It got to simmer. You got to get right. That thing got to thicken up. And right now, this thicken up period is these boys they got to get that callus on their body, man. It's like Easy know where I'm about to go, and Sarge know where I'm about to go. It's like when you're in the military, man, when you start doing them road marches, you don't jump out there and do a 20-mile road march off the bat.
No.
Your feet will be tore up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? They build you up to that.
Yep.
Julius Randle, I'm telling you all today, man.
You don't even start off with boots.
We
used to start off with sneakers first.
That's why I was like, I got to tweet this thing out, and I don't tweet this time of morning. That thing hit me, man. I said, Julius Randle, they shouldn't have never said overrated. What's up with your J Boogie, man? We ride.
What's good? What's good with it? I see you out here on a late night, early morning movement. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, soon as he shut down here, go on, open the podcast up, man. Don't nobody go to sleep, man. Everybody keep them podcasts wide open, man. Don't shut down no podcasts until the end of the fourth quarter, man. Keep everything open, man.
Hey, I'm definitely taking my computer with me. You know what I mean? In the morning, man. I'm rolling out, man. But I'm taking that computer with me, man. After that game, I will definitely be jumping on for at least an hour. You know what I mean? I will be jumping on. I don't know if you heard me, J Boogie, man. Me and the missus anniversary coming up June 4th, man. But you know she got this time off. So
Congrats.
I was like, this 16 years, man. So I was like, we just need to go ahead and go somewhere. We ain't been nowhere since all this thing hit.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? We just gonna get us a little cabin in the mountains. But hey, you know you up in the mountains, Wi-Fi, internet, all that stuff shouldn't be impeded because you up at high elevation.
You off the grid.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the same thing I tell Freezy, man, you know what I'm saying, and tell all y'all podcasts, you know what I'm saying, runners, man. Yo, treat yourself, man. Y'all do so much for the community, you know what I'm saying? You got to take time out to show yourself appreciation for what you're doing. Y'all guys put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? All day, every day, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what product you're going to put out, trying to, figure out what's going on with the squad. Y'all put a lot of work in, man. So you're supposed to go treat yourself, man. Live your life, man. Everything is not blessful every day, but while the time is here, man, be blessful for it, you know what I'm saying? So go and do what you got to do. Live your life and treat yourself, man. I commend you for that, man. Get out that house, man. You're there looking, you can't even go to sleep, man. Get out the house, man. You should be down here in the club. I just finished doing the day boogie. I'm in the back of the club right now. It's shut down. I'll get ready trying to see if I can, I'm on my way back to the hotel.
I hear you, partner. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, yeah. Everybody, man. We got to take the time, man. You got to get this little monkey off our back. You know what I mean? We gotta get right. I'm ready. I'm ready for this thing, man.
Hey, yo, let me share something with y'all one more time, real quick. Yo, for real, if you never in your life seen Freezy looked like Charles Barkley in his last year Auburn. That's how solid that man. I was shocked. That man looked like a power forward, man. Good looking, in shape, feeling. I thought he was smaller than what he is. Sitting down in that chair. You wouldn't think that man taller than me. I'm 6'1". And CP, the artist, when he say he think he Taj Gibson, he for real. He trying to come off the bench and get in the game tomorrow all the way home. He think he Taj Gibson.
But you said they're gonna let him in the building in the back door with the players. Come on in, Mr. Gibson.
Yo,
Man.
he got one of them big old Carmelo Anthony hats on. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, man.
Freezy could sign up. Freezy could sign up tomorrow.
Yeah, man, that thing hit me like a ton of bricks, man. And I think this is gonna be a game with Cody. In the words of my man Jay Boogie, Cody gonna show up tomorrow, man. Today.
Cody gonna show up.
He gonna show up today. Hey, Jay Boogie, I saw you try to hit me, man. I was spending some time with the in-laws, man. I tell you, my nephew, he graduated today, man. So at 16, so I was the MC for his ceremony because he was homeschooled and stuff, man. So we, went over there and sat with him, man. Breeze was blowing through real good. Man, they got it so good over there. Them jokers got a den. Hey, I know we winning. You know how I know we winning? Man, I go over there. Hey, I ain't sat up in my mother-in-law house. I'm masked up and everything. We sitting in there, sealed up on the floor of the room. Man, them jokers got a doggone den of foxes.
What?
Round the house, man. Hey, I kid you not, man. I said, well, I know we must be winning. Because them foxes, them thing running packs. You know what I mean? I said, this must be trying to tell me something. You know what I mean? I'm looking, I'm like, oh, hold up. I said, man, y'all need to be careful out there with them things running around, man. Them things, they're running packs. And they said they got them over there. So I was like, man, pretty too, boy. But hey, that's how the Knicks gonna win today. It's gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be no ugly win. I'm telling you, Atlanta gonna catch a bad one. And Trae Young too, talking about look at that scoreboard, all that poking. I feel for them. I'm telling you right now, they will be crying today. They're gonna be crying today. Julius Randle just got to get off on this game, and he will. And it's over. It's over. Once a door unlocked, you can't lock it in basketball. Especially when you've been running the same thing for 3 games. See, that's what they messed up at. They've been running that same defense for 3 days. For 3 days worth of games.
Right.
We done seen it so many times now.
Right.
They're supposed to change them looks up. You know that, J Boogie, even if it's working, you supposed to change that thing up a little bit, sprinkle a little bit of mama's home cooking in that thing.
Yeah, somebody just said what I wanted to say. Heavy Reese, he just said it in the chat. He said Knicks always play good at 1 p.m., which is I think so too.
Yeah.
On Sundays at 1 p.m.
I didn't want to use this for this though. I was like, oh, I don't know if this.
I wanted to hold that in my back pocket.
So.
I didn't want to bring that up, but there's some truth to that. But
I'm telling you, we are not. They will not win another game. I'm telling you right now.
I hope you're right, man.
I'm telling you right now, man. You know what?
We need it.
Normally, what we having right now is an anomaly. Normally, teams that beat a team in a sweep in the regular season, you normally don't see this. You normally don't see this. Let's just be real. You normally don't see this.
Yeah, this is an anomaly, but
this is an anomaly.
The thing that it's 3 games, it kind of makes it even tougher.
Yeah, it's more of an anomaly for me. Seeing this.
Especially them shooting 60% from 3. That's an anomaly.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen again.
Every shot they put up was going in no matter what.
And I'm gonna throw this curveball at you. You know who we're gonna see this game?
Frank.
Yes.
Kevin.
We're gonna see Frank. We're gonna see Frank this game.
I hope so, man.
We're gonna see Frank this game, man.
Starting?
Yeah. No.
I don't know starting, but at some point in the game he will play, and he will have a significant impact on this game. I'm predicting it.
Okay.
He will have a significant impact.
I can see that. Oh man. We gotta get this win. This whole series changes if we just get this one. Just gotta get it.
But you know what it is, Free? You know what it is? I feel, you know why everybody's pretty much feeling like that? Got that little despair, when I'm hand stuff? It's because of how we lost game 3.
Right.
But rest assured, we have not had a game like that where everybody played that poorly. Period. No. All season. No. Derrick Rose and Nerlens Noel was the only 2 who really played good.
Mm-hmm.
Nerlens, I think, had 12 points and Derrick Rose had 30.
Ron, what has me worried is that just Randall, it's not just that game. It's just the whole series. He hasn't looked like himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. He'll break out of that funk today.
Right. That's That's what's concerning me. Or
He'll break up.
3 15-point games in a row. Like, RJ is somehow shooting better than him from the field. He's
Right. And
shooting
RJ,
24.1% from the field. Like that is
yeah,
insane. That's historically like the worst in their first three playoff games. And
I
RJ is
agree
shooting
though.
33%. That's just terrible.
There's no way we go out like this. There's no way. That's why I'm
No,
saying I'm
no,
waiting for
no.
them.
It's not happening.
It's
It's not
not
happening.
happening. There's no
I'm
way.
gonna tell you
There's
why.
no
Them
way.
guys got too much pride for that. They
Right.
got too much pride for that. It's one thing to lose,
right,
and it's one thing to get embarrassed.
Right.
right.
I just want we got to play a good offensive and defensive game. I don't want to be a situation where we get everything we need on offense and we still lose. We need both.
Right. We need
We
both.
need the great defensive game, and we need all of our boys back. So I gotta believe, man. I'm here. I'm here. I know I'm nervous, but yeah, it's just nervous energy. Yeah, but I'll be ready. I'm behind our boys.
It's okay to have nervous energy. Who did I just heard someone on the radio say that today, man. So it was a woman. So they said, I'm a Knicks fan, I'm worried. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I forgot who it was, but nah, man, like
Yo, but y'all are nervous. I'm telling you,
I am nervous.
in the A. I'm telling you, Hawks fans are nervous. I'm telling
They
y'all, I
are
don't know
nervous
what
because they
y'all
scared
worried
they might
about.
not close. Go ahead, Freeze.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
they like, yo, how did we get here? And how did we get here? And the Knicks ain't even played their best yet. You
Hawks are
know?
probably like this series should be 3-0.
That's right. I can't.
But you
I'm
know,
waiting for
go
somebody
back
to
and
shut
look.
John Collins up.
But go back and look at this game, right? This last game. As terrible as the New York Knicks played, look how many we lost by.
14.
Yep.
As terrible as we played.
Yeah, we should have lost by 30.
Okay.
It's true.
We still had a puncher's chance.
I think the free
Even
throws in
late
the first
game
quarter.
when we tried to make a little bit of run. What happened? They pulled away because their shots just was falling. Everybody was hot on that team. Them guys rolled out, I think it was 8 or 9 players they played, and every last one except for one was in double figures. The only person who wasn't in double figures was
he had
Lou Williams,
9.
and he was right there at 9 points.
Crazy.
That don't happen traditionally in basketball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that doesn't.
So
That's
don't
just
look
like,
for that again. Don't look for that again. And I'm predicting something else. Tom gonna do that we ain't seen.
Obi?
You will see zone defense.
Oh, zone.
You will see it to slow Trae Young down. That's gonna be the strategy they deploy. They're gonna deploy a zone.
You remember when we got that 6-point stretch in like 20 seconds in the first quarter?
Mm-hmm.
In the end of the first quarter, I was feeling so good after that point, and I thought we were kind of getting into Trey's head because he had like a few bad plays at that point, but then they just couldn't miss anything. Like
That's all it was. They couldn't miss, and we couldn't make. At the end of the day, it's basketball. Make or miss league.
Yeah.
And another thing, I don't want to hear nobody talk about Atlanta playing no defense, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that mess, man. We just missing shots.
Yeah.
Period. Wide
I
open
agree.
shots.
Even though their defense got better.
It ain't like they're missing a bunch of contested shots.
Right.
Wide open.
A lot of these are wide open. Yeah.
Wide open.
It's not their defense did get better, but I just generally think we're missing shots.
Yeah,
I think their defensive strategy is smart, but I don't necessarily think they're playing great defense.
No, they're not. They're not playing defense. They're playing a zone. And when you play a zone freezer, you know this. What does zone? The purpose of that zone is to cover up a weakness.
Right.
And the weakness is meet me.
Yeah. I was gonna say usually when a team has 2 or 3 bad defenders, they'll go zone.
Yeah.
Because with one bad defender, as long as you got a shot blocker or something, then you can cover up for. But when you have 2 or 3 bad defenders, you go zone and just be like, man, look, just keep your eyes open in this area right here. You ain't even got to go around the floor. Just stay in this one spot and make sure don't nobody shoot from it. Basically, I mean, but
Go
go
ahead, Freezy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
And I got another prediction for y'all. They put Trae Young on Reggie Bullock. Watch Reggie Bullock take him in the post. Something we ain't seen Reggie Bullock do yet against him.
In the post? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Reggie's gonna post him up.
I hope
Reggie's
so.
gonna post him up.
He'll do something. I mean, he kind of wants that matchup, so you never know.
Reggie's gonna post him up and get him in foul trouble.
Attack him, man. You gotta attack him.
Reggie wants that because he seemed like he want to get under Trae Young's skin, which is what the Knicks should want to do. You want to get under his skin. So I hope so.
That team is not playing. That's why when I hear people tell me they're playing, so that defense is trash.
Their defense is trash. It's just that we're not capitalizing on it. We're not picking it apart.
We're just missing shots. We are just missing shots. And you may argue they're probably missing because we're too wide open.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Randall Bullock 1-2 punch in a while. I haven't seen that. All right, I'm gonna set you a pick, and I'm gonna do a pick and pop with you. I have not seen that Randall Bullock chemistry in these last few games.
Right. Yeah, we only saw it in the half.
Ron, what about Toppin? What about Toppin? What are your thoughts on his role in this next game?
It's gonna be the same.
Do you want more? Less? Same?
The person in that lineup you want more from is IQ and Burks, because Obi is always giving you what he gives. He's giving you that energy.
I kind of don't mind Obi, man. Obi been he want to play, so
I think Obi should get more minutes, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Obi he want to play, and I'm happy for him because it's the playoffs and he's showing up in the playoffs. This lights a fire under some of our young guys, man, and you need that going forward. They can like Freezy always said. Freezy said at least whatever rookies or whatever young players play for the Knicks, they can say that they made it to the playoffs for the Knicks in their first year. Freezy, did you not always say that?
Right. This Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly are the first group of rookies to not lose the season since Amon Shumpert and Josh Harrelson. Think about all the people think about the people, all the rookies in between. Think about all the rookies in between Amon Shumpert and Josh Harrelson. Up to Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin. Every other rookie in between has all they've known is losing. Right? That's all they've known is their entire career.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, I just feel it in my bones, man. This is gonna be that game that we all been looking for.
I hope so.
This is gonna be the one. This is the one that's gonna restore law and order. You heard me?
I hope so, Ron. If not,
this is the one that's gonna snatch. This is the one that's gonna snatch their heart. This is what they're gonna have expected in game one.
Ron, the reason I like Obi in this series and what I've seen is just Atlanta's got good athletes. They got a Hunter. They got some good athletes. Obi's our best athlete. Whenever he's in the game and gives energy, I feel like it just gives it sparks our team. So I feel like him and Rand. I'd like to get Obi more minutes, maybe even with Randall out there and more shooting. I don't know, man. I agree with you. We got to do it today, man. This has got to be where we restore law and order back to the season.
Yeah. They're gonna remind them why we the 4th seed. They're gonna remind them why we swept them in the regular season. And I don't care about who the coach was and all that. They lost a game with Nate McMillan too. Let that sink in.
Right.
And so again, so Spree made a good basketball point. And sometimes we say stuff that's so brilliant, so smart, that sometimes we don't even get it. Like the point that he made, if you bring Obi Toppin at a big energy running the floor, it's the complete opposite of what we just said about Julius Randle taking waiting at the underneath the basket for after a made shot. Obi Toppin on a made shot is sprinting down the floor, trying to beat his man down the floor. It's a different type energy. Because another big has to run with Obi Toppin and expend that same amount of energy to keep up, right? And so y'all saw the other day when Reggie Bullock threw him the lob, but all he did was beat his man down the floor, and Reggie Bullock just threw him the lob. You know what I'm saying? He hit the lob. Julius Randle on a made shot. He's standing around like, yo, who man made that shot? You know what I'm saying? And he waiting for Derrick Rose to take the ball out, so he bring the ball up the floor. And now Julius Randle, man, can walk up the floor just like Julius Randle. So he ain't expending no energy. And in basketball, the little things mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Capella don't have to sprint up the floor. He can stroll up the floor. He don't waste no energy. He ain't tired
Right.
at all. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And Julius Randle is bringing up the floor, bringing up the ball 90 feet to initiate offense. Man, what are we doing? If I'm Tibbs, I'm like, yo, you a point forward, not a point guard, right?
Yeah.
So if you a point forward, not a point guard, let these guards do their job. You completely took Alfred Payton out of his element because you won't allow Alfred Payton to play point guard. He can't initiate offense because Julius, on every made shot, Julius Randle is trying to get the ball from a guard so he can bring the ball up the floor. To me, I'm the biggest Julius Randle fan in here. But at some point, your britches are too big for you. You know what I'm saying? You too big for your britches, man. You're a power forward, bro. How about play that position, right? And not
Yeah.
play
Get in the
other
post.
people's position. Yes, you too big for your britches. You done overgrown. I understand you confident, and I understand the Knicks are winning, and I understand you most of you won some awards. But at the end of the day, you play power forward. How about do that?
I'm gonna tell you what else, Crazy. I agree with
Right.
you 100%. Something else. Something else. What I want to see him do. I want to see him. Them first three players. I do not want to see a jump shot.
Facts.
I want to see
Say
everything at
that
the
again,
basket.
Ron. Say that again,
I
Ron.
do not want to see a
Yep.
jump shot. And if I'm seeing a jump shot, you know where I want to see it from? I want to see them set a screen to get him in the middle of that paint where he operates the best. Don't have
Yep.
him shooting that baseline jump shot with two
Mm-hmm.
man on it. Get him in the middle of the floor. That's where he's most effective. The numbers bear
Mm-hmm.
out, and we've seen it all. Even without looking at numbers, we watched Julius Randle this whole season. When Julius Randle get in the middle of that paint, that jumper 9 times out of 10 falls.
Yep.
Right.
I agree.
That's where he
And
needs to get
Right.
at.
you know
Set a
what else
screen to get
Julius
him open.
Randle? You know what Julius Randle need to do also, and I think man, it's a lot of this. At 254 pounds, he's the heaviest dude on our team, right? How
Mm-hmm.
about set some screens, Julius Randle? Can you start
Exactly.
screening and punishing guys that's flying around the floor? You know what I'm saying? We wonder why Julius Randle jump shot not going. It's because he's 254 pounds playing guard. We don't need a 254-pound guard, bro. We
That's
need
a
a
fact.
254-pound power forward that's gonna be physical with this other team. Set some screens and you know what I'm saying, and play the power forward position. It's bothering me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been trying to keep it to myself. I told Hoodie Kev this 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like, yo, why when it comes to Julius Randle setting a screen, he set the half screen and is quick to flare out and call the ball. You know what I'm saying? How Julius Randle? Come on, bro. You just turned yourself into a complete jump shooter. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what he's done this whole series. Just jump shooting, jump
Right,
shooting, jump shooting.
right, right. You
90
turn
plus,
yourself
but
into
90% plus of the time that he's taking a shot is a jump shot.
right,
Yep.
and yep, and he's done away with the power forward position. Now he wants other people to screen and stuff for him, bro. What the name of Michael Jackson, James Brown are we doing out here? You the power forward, bro. They call it power for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, play with power.
Julius Randle at 254 pounds is not screening. And I'll tell y'all something else too. If y'all hadn't noticed, Julius Randle hadn't had a big rebounding game this series either. Does Julius Randle have his big 17 rebound game yet?
Nah, I think
No.
he just had 12 or 13. I think might have been the
Right,
most.
right, right. Come on, Julius Randle. Come on, man. We
And I'm gonna
got
tell
the
you, and I'm gonna tell you what else. You know what else Julius Randle need to do? Julius Randle need to pop somebody one good time.
yeah.
He need to
Awesome.
pop somebody. He need to pop somebody one good time within the rules of the game, within rules of engagement. Just hit somebody, man. Act
Right.
like you alive. Wake up. This is the
And you
playoffs,
have,
man.
hey Ron, you noticed that nobody has popped him yet. The Hawks, they're not trying to wake him up. They want him to keep on sleepwalking throughout the playoffs so he can be at home.
Yeah,
They ain't
more
hard. They ain't
efficient.
hard foul. They ain't hard foul Julius Randle yet. They like no. Just don't hard foul him. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want him to get his wits about him and realize where he at. You know what I'm saying? Man, Julius Randle is frustrating me. And it's not just Julius Randle. I'm not blaming Randle, but what I'm saying is when it comes to doing his part, he should be doing his part. Now he can't do everybody else's part. That's just unreasonable and asking a man to do too much, right? So I'm not asking him to do all of other things. What I'd like for him to do is be physical against Gallinari. Come on, man. Gallinari is not a defender. John
Now he's almost
Collins
40.
is
Like, come on.
yo, these dudes is man.
But you
So
can't
Shout out,
love being a jump
shout,
shooter.
shout out to the Nothing But Knicks, a guy on there who said that Gallinari's haircut looks like the guy in Street Fighter. That was funny.
Oh
You ever
man.
see that movie with that guy's haircut? Good. Shout out to that guy. I don't even know that guy's name that said that on Nothing But Knicks. That was funny.
Yeah. And thank you, Afro the Jedi, for the super chat. So Julius thinking it's 2K right now. But hey, I agree with Ron. I think that this is the game he unlocks. The last game he was getting looks. They just didn't drop. Nah, he was getting looks, but he was scared to shoot.
He was getting
Yeah,
looks all
Right.
yeah,
season.
he
He
looks
looked
scared.
very,
He looks
very
scared.
tentative.
He's not
He's
taking the
second
shots.
guessing
He's
his shot.
overthinking.
And you know how you can tell when a player has lost confidence in their shot? Is not
He's
the fact
aiming.
that the shot ain't falling. It's about how those misses are. And
He's
some of the
aiming.
misses are straight up bricks.
Tell
Yeah.
him, Ron.
And when you see them changing the trajectory of their shot, some of the shots hitting the back rim, some of the
Right.
shots hitting the front rim. He's all over the rim, man. And you know what it's like, Sarge? And Freezy, you know this. You know what it's like? It's like a soldier trying to qualify with that rifle.
Oh my God.
And
Right.
they
Right.
all over the target.
Oh my
They all
God.
over the target.
Right.
Hey, aiming, right, Ron?
Right.
Yeah,
He's
instead
aiming.
of shooting. Julius Randle is doing that right now.
He's aiming,
Ron,
man.
Ron, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was saying that I've seen him go into shooting motion and pass out like
Right.
A
a
lot.
lot more in this series than I have
Yeah.
seen in all of
Right,
this whole
right.
Second
series.
guessing.
Yeah.
It's like pass
That's
out
how
of a
you know
shot,
he's
right?
second guessing and overthinking. That's not how he plays.
That's
He's
not
giving
him.
up open
No.
shots and taking tougher shots, and he's
And,
just not doing the right plays.
When
and great
guys play
point.
like that, go ahead, Ron. My fault.
Great point. And to add to that, what you just said, when he made that buzzer beater, it was because the clock was running out. He ain't had no choice but to shoot it.
Right.
Yeah, and he got a
Right.
wide open shot. Someone set him up.
Mm-hmm.
They
Right.
left him open, and
But
I thought he was gonna get a groove after that.
I'm gonna tell you who needs to wake up this game. Mr.
RJ?
Old Canada need to wake up.
Yeah.
Who's
Yes, he
that?
does.
Yes,
Mr.
he
Old
does.
Canada.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
He needs
does.
to wake up.
Right. Right.
He's
Right.
concerning me even more than Julius Randle.
They both need to
I'm gonna
wake
tell you
up.
why. Because
Wait, who did you say?
Mr. O. Canada.
Old Canada,
RJ.
RJ.
Oh,
RJ.
Mr.
RJ
Barrett.
got to wake up, man. You know what I mean? You got to play like where you was drafted.
Right.
You got to play like 7 points, and you the shooting guard. Come on, man. Come on now.
Right.
Wake
You
up.
wanted to be a Nick. You knew you wanted to be
You
in the
knew the
playoffs.
pressure. You knew what came with this.
Right.
Same thing with Julius, man. And Julius, you the MIP, most improved player. They're taking your most improved player and making jokes about it.
Right.
The most invisible player. I'm seeing all that. You know,
Wow.
I'm like,
Oh,
man,
I'm crying.
they're really poking Julius right now, man. But I'm telling you, Julius is a ticking time bomb, man. And RJ in the offseason got to go find him a jump shot in the middle of the lane. He got to find him a 2-point shot.
Yeah. We to your point, Ron, I think it's important also to remember that, the pendulum swings both ways, right?
Yeah.
So we can go too far to the left or too far to the right. What we don't want Julius to do is go out there and overthink the thing, right?
Yeah, man.
That's what he's doing right now. He's overthinking the position and the way he plays ball, to your point, throwing up bricks off the back of the rim and almost breaking the backboard. So he needs to find that happy place. Maybe him and Cade need to go out and play a game around the putt golf and just kind of decompress and get his mind back to basketball and get out of all this outside noise. Because I think from game one, what happened was when you throw them 15,000 fans in there in the Garden, and you've never seen that before, you've never experienced this type of thing before, that's pressure. So you feel like automatically, if I'm that guy, if I'm the face of the franchise and I'm putting the team on my back, I gotta overcompensate for everybody else that's not performing right now.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what's been happening systematically throughout these last 3 games that we played. Even the game that we won, you know what I'm saying? He only had 15 points. He still didn't do a good job in shooting
Right.
percentage, right?
And you see,
So
it makes it look a little better, but he's gotten 15 back to back to back, but it's also because of free throws.
right,
Like,
right.
like it doesn't
Right.
even make it look
Yeah,
like
it's
he's made the
not his
same
shooting.
amount
His
of
shooting has been what is his total numbers of shooting?
24.1%.
What's the amount of shots?
It's out of 54. He made 13 out of 54 or 59. It's
Oh,
one
that's
of those.
horrible.
And
Well,
RJ
That's
has made
horrible.
RJ
Beyond
made
horrible.
13 out of 39.
and
That's
somebody
horrible,
told me
man.
that coming into this series that would have happened. I've been like, you crazy. That's
Yeah,
not
me too.
happening.
Look, let me ask you a question.
That's
With
terrible.
them numbers right there,
You just have to
would
laugh.
that would that on any other basketball team, with those numbers right there, would that player be a starter player on your team?
No,
No,
No.
that would be a
bench
Dennis
player.
Smith Jr. D
That's a
League.
bench player.
G
15
Yeah,
League.
points.
absolutely.
Shooting
Right.
that
That would
kind of
be a
percentage.
sixth
You're a
man that
bench
goes
player.
missing.
It makes it worse that he's playing worse than RJ. He took a lot less shots and he's still shooting better than him. And they made the same amount of field goals. He's just looking better because of those free throws. He needs
I'm
to
gonna
step
tell you
it
what I
up.
know. Julius Randle was in trouble, fellas. I believe it was in game 2, when in the first half, I think Randle had like 5 points. When Julius Randle and Obi Toppin have the same amount of points, but Julius has played more minutes than Obi, that's a problem. If he's supposed to be if he's the engine that keeps this thing running, right now it's one of them things that if you got an old 1942 Ford that you got to go out there and stick the handle in the front of that thing and wind it up to get the
Cranking.
engine run. Yeah, you got to crank it up. Yeah, that's a problem, dude. You got to let that thing warm up. We ain't got that kind of time.
If I would have told you that Obi Toppin would look to as a rookie would be the more confident player in the series than Julius Randle, I would have thought you were crazy.
Man, there's a picture of
Not
this
only
thing.
Julius Randle, he's looking more confident than RJ.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
that's not gloss about RJ.
that's a
He's
fact.
in there too. RJ looking like he don't have no confidence.
RJ
That's
looking clueless out there, man.
He
So,
looks like
but
is
I
it
think
just me, or does it look like he's regressed this series, this playoff series?
Look like they
yeah,
all did.
he looking like a rookie.
Yeah.
Like a rookie,
Looks
right?
like the moment's too big for them. Maybe there's fans in the stands that too. The big games, maybe the fans aren't helping them. I definitely think MSG, the crowd wasn't great for them. I'm not going to blame our fans, of course. I'm just saying you play all year with no fans. You can focus more of the shooting. I'm not trying to make excuses for them. They
Oh
still
no,
got a
you
ball.
calling it like it is. I said it. I said
That,
it.
that,
Remember before the
that's
season
true.
started? I said it. I said these guys. I said the best thing that's going to happen for a lot of these guys
Yeah,
is the fact that we're playing with
with no fans.
no fans in the stadium. I said
I'm
that's going to help. That's going to help these players. And
I'm
if
gonna
you
paint a
can't
picture.
get it with players out of with fans out of the season, out
You
of
gotta go get it.
out of the building, you're gonna have a problem when they get back in there. You
I'm
know
gonna
what I
give you
mean?
guys. I'm gonna give you guys an example real quick, right? Think about it like this. So in the military, you have a lot of people that develop. How shall we say? They have vices, right? And some of them overdo it. Whether it's drinking, smoking, whatever the case may be. They have
Hmm.
these things that go on, right? So you take a soldier and say the soldier has a drinking problem. All right, but when you send that soldier on a 11, 12, 15-month deployment where there's no alcohol, soldier don't have to worry about battling those demons. Guess why? There's no product out there for them to consume, so you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
That's where the Knicks were, right? You don't have these screaming fans out there. You don't have all this white noise in your ear talking about blah 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 blah. You got Twitter. You can look at it if you want. Whatever social media, you look at it if you want. But when you are thrust into the limelight, so what did we do? The first thing we did. First thing we did is we went 41 and 32, right? Overachieve right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts you in the limelight where you didn't used to be in the limelight and you didn't have to worry about the talking heads. So not only did we do that, the next thing that we did, we said, okay, now we're the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference for the playoffs. We ain't made the playoffs in 8 years. So here we go. Here we go again. So that's even more pressure. Then you get people that hiccup the chirpers right there in your ear. Well, Julius Randle, how do you feel about being an MVP? How do you feel about, oh, well, in the MVP discussion? How do you feel about being a candidate for the most improved player? How do you feel about your head coach being a candidate for coach of the year? All this talk, all this
Derrick
talk.
Rose being the sixth man of the year.
Exactly. And then to cap that all off, your first game, the ownership of Madison Square Garden says, you know what we're gonna do for you guys? In honor of you being your first time in the playoffs in 8 years, we're gonna open up Madison Square Garden to 15,000. 15,000. Not just
Right,
fans. Not
right,
just
Gino.
fans, mind you. Like, when I say this, I think people kind of they let it gloss over when you say fans. Not just fans. You open the stadium to 15,000 New York Knicks fans. That's a different
It's
animal right
different,
there.
man. It's
That's
different.
all different. Oh my God.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what else just hit me too. When you look at this situation, right? The New York Knicks are no longer the hunter. They're the hunted.
Yeah.
And another thing to go along with that is, in being the hunted, you have to play even harder than you were as the hunter. And the thing is, when I look at this team, something else hit me. I think coming into this series might have been a little overconfidence. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'll say it again for those who didn't hear me.
Yes.
It might be a little bit of overconfidence, thinking they can handle this team because, we beat them 3 times in the regular season. Because if you look at the way they're playing the game, there's no physicality. Typically, when you play in the role of, okay, I'm gonna just take these jump shots. I feel like I can light you up at any time. I feel like I can just beat you just straight off, just shoot. And that's how we're playing. We're playing right into their hand, and that's the biggest problem. The Knicks need to get back to doing everything it takes to win a basketball game, and they're not doing it. They're doing it in spurts. Even that game that we won, that game 2, we didn't play a complete game. We played in spurts.
We played 24 minutes of basketball.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. We are no longer. What's the saying? The rabbit got the gun now.
Yep, rabbit got the gun. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? We the hunted right now.
Yep.
And we're gonna find out what this team is made of. We're gonna find out what these guys are made of.
Yeah, they need to throw that regular season out their head, because clearly Atlanta done threw it out their head. They ain't care about them three wins that we got in the regular season.
Man,
you know what I mean? But we're definitely playing the body language of Julius Randle, and this team is showing me that they feel like this team is beneath them.
Yeah.
That they can't handle it. This team can't handle him. And it's overconfidence. I'm telling you, it's looking like overconfidence. And overconfidence, you know what overconfidence is another term for? Overconfidence is another term for a lack of humility.
Yep.
Haughtiness. And when you're haughty, you will be humbled. And that's what's happening right now.
Real quick.
Tibbs was telling them before the thing, like when he was asked about, this was like before the series, like going into the playoffs, they're like, oh, are you guys confident, especially that you guys won all the games versus the regular season? He said, no, that's just the regular season. Playoffs are different. So I don't know if it's really them thinking it's the regular season. I just think that it's them playing bad.
You know, Hadouken, I think that there's something to be said about, you know, what these guys say when they're in the media, right? When they got a microphone stuck in front of their face, you usually get a political answer. They're not really going to tell you how they really feel. That's not how this society is set up, right? But I do think there is something to the fact that sometimes, and I said this when we went on that 9-game winning streak and we lost that 10th game. I said this exact thing. Sometimes it's better for you to go ahead and get that loss, and it's a wake up call for you, because this is what happens when you start to win a lot. So when you start to win a lot, you start to buy into your own success. So when you were in the gym 2 hours early, getting those 2 hours of extra practice in to get to where you want, you were hungry. So when you're hungry and you want to eat, you're going to do whatever you got to do to get a good meal on your plate, right? So when you start to eat every day and you got good meals you got that good home cooking every day, Now all of a sudden you're not as desirous of going out doing what you need to do to be able to get that good meal. You start taking that good meal for you taking it for taking advantage of it. And I think that's where we were during that 9 game streak. So when we finally lost, it was a time to say, hey, guess what? You know what? Maybe we just need to settle back down and get back to what get us back to what got us to winning these games in the first place. That's where we are right now. We're in this playoff series. We're down 2-1. And at this point in time, it's one of them things that a light bulb should come on your head and say, you know what? Maybe we're not as good as we think we are right now. Playing the way that we're playing right now. Maybe we need to go in and make some adjustments. Maybe we need to go in after regularly scheduled walkthroughs or whatever the case would be, as the players team meeting. Hey, I'm gonna be here at this particular location, and we're gonna do shoot around, and we're gonna work through some things for the next 2 hours to get this thing up. Because you don't want to go into this game looking like we've been looking before. Because right now we look like a joke. I'm telling you point blank period.
I'll just say this, and I got to bounce, but just the best teacher in life is experience. Sometimes you have to fail before you succeed.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm thinking positive. Let's get the W. Let's get this to 2-2, and let's get this back on track. But guys, enjoy the game. It's all love, man. Win or lose, we're in this together.
Ain't no losing this one. Ain't no losing this one, man.
Better be no losing in this one.
We're getting the dub.
We in this together. I'll be on Twitter. If you guys need me, you know where to find me during the game.
All right, partner.
All right, Spree.
Later.
All right. Yo, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now. Right now, the check engine light is flashing.
Facts.
The check engine light is flashing.
Bright. It's bright too, Ron.
You got it. And when that check engine light start flashing, you got it. You got to address the situation. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it no more. You can't gloss it over. You know, it's a difference when the check engine light just staying on, but once it start flashing, now you got a serious problem. You got to address the issue. Julius Randle got to get back to playing Julius Randle basketball. Period. Do what you do, and I agree with what Freezer said. Don't wait on the defense to gang up and start up. You've been seeing these defense, and I hear everybody say, "Well, they're playing a quasi zone."
Same team.
You know what I mean? They double Julius Randle. All these things Julius Randle seeing, it ain't nothing new. Go back and look at these games, man. Julius Randle just got to make quicker decisions and take smart shots, not bad shots.
Yeah, and make them. How about that?
He was making them bad shots during the regular season. When you take bad shots in the playoff, it's magnified.
Absolutely.
Because every basket counts. Every basket.
Absolutely.
Every make or miss counts.
I would like to see Julius Randle start inside and work his way out. So what I mean by that is
you gotta be inside
driving to the basket and get that going, and then you can work your way back out of that and start getting those jump shots. To your point, starting in the middle of the floor where we know he's accurate at, and then kind of go from there and build off of that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm gonna tell you this because I got to get ready to get up in a few. But another thing with Julius Randle that I want to see, and really this goes to Tom. You know what the adjustment he need to make, and I'm pretty sure somebody probably done said it because y'all some smart Knicks fans. Julius Randle need to start at the 5.
That has been discussed.
Put Julius at the 5. You know why? Clint Capella can't guard Julius. Clint Capella is 6'10", Julius is 6'8". But to Freeze's point, when you look at their weight class, they got Julius Randle listed as being 250. And Clint Capella is at 240. So where Julius lacks in them couple of inches, he makes up for in the weight category. And that will cause Clint Capella to not be able to just sit underneath that rim. He would have to honor Julius Randle with that jump shot, even though the jump shot ain't falling.
Yeah, if you did that's a recipe for getting Obi in the game with Julius at the same time. Oh my goodness.
Exactly. And John Collins, I got faith that Obi can play with John Collins.
Oh yeah, me too.
I got faith that he can play with him because he's an energy guy, and John Collins ain't that muscle type player.
That athletic, yeah.
He's more of an athletic guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't want to pound you. He's not a power forward like a Portis that he would have to deal with. Somebody that's gonna maul you. He's not gonna do that.
You know, one of the things you talked about before was this, and now that you mentioned that potential lineup, what that would cause also, it would cause the Hawks to have to play defense, whereas we're not forcing them to play defense right now. They're just kind of willy-nilly going up and down the court, waiting to get back on offense.
Playing zone.
And score. Exactly.
Zone and defense.
Exactly.
If you remember for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, in the league, you couldn't play no zone.
Oh no.
You had to play straight up man to man. If you got in the zone, that was considered an illegal defense.
Yeah.
And that wasn't too long ago, by the way. That rule changed. You know what I mean? That rule changed wasn't too long ago that they allowed these teams to stop playing the zone. Look like they Atlanta Hawks up there looking like they're playing college basketball with all that zone, but people want to tell me they're playing defense. They miss me with all that, man.
Right.
They
ain't
miss me
playing
with
no
all
defense.
that.
We're not capitalizing. They ain't playing no defense.
Defense. All them wide open missed jumpers, RJ missing, and Julius missing, and Bullock. Are you telling me they're playing defense? Man, get out of here. That's not defense.
That's crazy.
It's not defense.
Right.
That's called what they're playing is I'm gonna throw a life preserver out there to make sure you all right.
Make sure you don't drown.
So you stay afloat. That's what they're doing. That ain't no defense. Don't tell nobody they're playing defense. I don't respect that. Don't tell nobody the Atlanta Hawks is playing no defense.
It'll be interesting to see how this thing turns out, man. I'm gonna tell you,
we'll be on the film for 3 games and look at how many wide open shots we've missed.
Oh my goodness.
Wide open.
The percentage of wide open shots we miss versus contested shots is not even close. Not even close.
You don't become a great defensive team all of a sudden.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
If they were such a great defensive team, they wouldn't be running all that zone.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Even a lot of teams run zone in the NBA, but Atlanta running that thing more than 90% of the time against us.
And you know why? Go ahead.
They're hiding little meat.
Yeah.
We're gonna put him on Reggie Bullock.
Yeah. And then because then you got that visual mismatch in size. So when Bullock blows on them real hard, you know they're gonna call a foul.
Oh yeah.
You know they're gonna call a foul. That's frustrating. It's all get out. But you know, that's the hand we were dealt. We got to figure. So this is what I would say, right? If I'm playing, if I'm Mr. R&B, and I'm playing against Meat, if I assume, if I think in my head, and my thought process is just because I'm up on him, if I breeze by him real quick, then you're gonna call a foul on me. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna give you a reason to call a foul. There ain't gonna be no question whether or not a foul.
Earn the foul. You know what I mean? Don't hurt him.
Phantom foul.
Make it count.
If you gonna call a foul on me,
make it count.
Look, I'm gonna get what you calling me for.
Make it count.
Yeah, let him know. Let him know you there, man. That's what it is. This time of the year, you can't be playing soft, man.
No.
And
then,
now,
what ignited us in game 2?
This is the thing right here, right?
Bullock.
This is the thing right here.
Bullock, exactly. That's
Yeah.
When
he gave him that, I was like, yep, there you go, right there. So the most first, and I don't understand Reggie Bullock. I have to say he has a lot of intestinal fortitude not to go there, or he's just not built like that. Because if you call a phantom foul on me, that's one thing that the refs gave you that's a gift. You just got a gift in the mailbox, right? But you can't get a gift and then automatically you start giving that lip service like you just did something. Oh, I'm gonna give you a reason to talk. Best believe that, buddy. You best believe you better go to the sideline, get your headgear and your mouthpiece, because it's on. I'm telling you right now, it's on.
Yeah. So hey, fellas, man. Hey, I got to go. Good to see y'all, man. Hey, Freezy, I know you're gonna represent tomorrow in the building for us, man, and all the rest of them Knicks fans, man. Hey,
for sure.
We winning this game and we winning big. I'm telling you, I woke up with that thing on my mind, man. Julius Randle about to break up. I'm telling you right now.
For sure.
I just feel this is a breakout game for him. We're gonna see a lot of what Atlanta saw, and it's gonna break their heart because now you don't have nothing to fall back on to stop Julius.
Right.
You didn't play it. You know what it is, Freezy. You know how
Showed your whole hand.
You know what it is like you go into the club when you was younger, right? Man, and they just kept playing that same record over and over and over and over to the point that you learn that record without even having to try. It's to the point that it becomes second nature. You know what I mean? You singing the words before the words even get there.
Yeah,
Julius Randle done seen this test for 3 straight games, and they ran it too much. They didn't sprinkle in nothing else. They ran the same stuff for 3 games. At some point, you got to pass the open book test.
Yeah.
Today is the open book test. Julius Randle will go off. I'm telling you. He's going to be staring at a triple-double today. And RJ coming right along for the ride. Because if you know anything about Batman and Robin showed up when Batman showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's true.
Y'all have a good one, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the Blorange Tears Network, the KMD, make sure you do that. It ain't a request. Go hit that button, man. It ain't cost you nothing for them subscriptions. It don't cost you nothing for them likes, neither. You know what I mean? You ain't paying for that. You're ready watching. You may as well hit the like button. You like what you see. You keep coming back. If you watching this show night in and night out and you're not hitting that like button, something wrong.
Right.
Something wrong. And with that, hey, y'all have a good one, man. Freezy, keep doing your thing, partner. Spree, appreciate your boy. CT.
I'm Z, not Spree.
G-Man, what's going on? And
you already know.
Dukin. Hey, keep doing your thing, young fella. Y'all have a good one, man.
Peace.
All right, Ron. Congratulations, by the way.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, Ozzy.
First of all, Breezy, hope you're having a great stay in Atlanta, man. Even after that terrible Game 3. Hadouken Sharon, what's up, man? Always love talking to you. Sergeant Dallas Cowboys for life. I'm finally in a good enough headspace to call you Dallas Cowboys for life. I was calling you G-Men for some dumb reason the past couple of days. Cully, how you doing? And CT,
Salute,
the streets are buzzing. Are they buzzing?
Salute. They will be.
How are you, man?
All right. Hope everybody's doing well and hope everybody's ready for the game.
No, we're doing well, man. We're just waiting for this game, man. See how it plays out.
Yep. The first thing it is, and the main thing it is with Julius, I think, is he's just thinking too much.
Mm-hmm.
You work so, and he's the most improved player, so the proof is in the pudding. He worked so damn hard this last offseason, all throughout the year, with Tibbs as your coach. Obviously, you work so hard. You're right. So he's worked so hard. He knows what he's got to do. And I think he's in his head too much, and he might be pressing too much. Just read and react and take what the defense gives you. It's that simple. Just play basketball. Just play, man. We all know he can. We can make jokes and overreact, and I've done my fair share of overreact in the past week or so. But, I mean, it's just that simple. He knows he's talented. He knows he's a problem. He's a hand. Salute, Justin. But it just play your game, read and react, take what the defense gives you. It's that simple, and we'll be all right. You know, he might not be as dominant as he was in Atlanta, scoring 37 points a game, but if we can get to 20 a game from Julius, this series, we're up 3-0. If Julius averaging 20-plus, fellas, we're 3-0. It's that simple. Just read and react and take what the defense gives you. If they're sagging off of you, have confidence in your jump shot. If they're pressuring you, post them up, get around them, call a screen so you can get downhill and go to the rack. It's that simple. Just you play, man. He's been playing his whole life.
Yeah.
He's 10 days younger than me.
Execution.
He's been playing his whole, and I'm getting old, but he's playing his whole life, man. Just keep playing. Do what got you here.
I wish it was that easy, Z. I wish he could hear you.
No, what I'm saying is that's what Tibbs needs to be telling him.
Right.
Just to get that out of his head.
Right.
To motivate him to, you know what I mean?
Right. All he got to do, I think he should start inside out. I don't know.
No, exactly. If that's what the defense is giving him, but if they're triple teaming him inside,
I mean, if they're
then
triple teaming him, then hey, but
you know
don't
what I
take
mean?
don't take a silly shot. At least
get
the ball and reset or something.
Read and react. Yeah,
right.
But it's like it sounds a lot easier said than done, but at the same time,
Right.
with a guy of his magnitude and his talent, it can be done, boys. He's just got
It can be because not one player on that team can guard him.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's not like we're
player
playing.
on that team.
It's
That's
not
why
like
it's
we're
like
playing
it's
the
funny to
bad
me.
boy Pistons. It's not
Right.
like it is what it is, but we'll be all right.
Just gotta execute,
Let me ask you guys a question real quick, right? And I've been going through this in my mind, and I haven't seen in the first 3 games that we've played. Have we really played physical New York Knicks style basketball in these first 3 games?
Hell no.
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 And that's part of what I think what Z's talking about right now. Just that if we have gotten away from basic New York Knicks fundamental basketball.
Right, we have.
So if we're getting away from that, how can we expect to get the same results doing playing a totally different style of ball right now? Right now we're playing. I don't even know what the comparison is.
We're playing AAU basketball right now.
There you go.
Well,
the
G-Man,
highlight reel.
like
We want highlight reels and whatnot.
especially with Julius, like G-Man, you've noticed, and everybody else here has, like when Julius would get to his fadeaway or his little fallback baby, Clyde always calls it, at the free throw line extended. That defender feels him before he fades away. He puts his shoulder into him.
Yeah.
He gets him on his back.
Yeah, it's contested.
On his heels, so they can't contest it. But now he's just letting them get their hand up. He's letting them bother him. It's frustrating.
Julius Randle said early on in the season when we were going through his interviews and people when we started to win, when we started to overachieve, I should say, and he was getting all these interviews, people were asking him, "Hey, Julius, how was it when Tibbs came on? What do you think about Coach Tibbs? What do you think about the front office? What do you think about the roster the way it's currently constructed?" And one thing Julius Randle said was he was very adamant about the meeting that he had with Tibbs, World Wide West, and those guys early on, talking about what he wanted in a coach in order to bring Tibbs in and make Tibbs that coach. He wanted somebody that was going to challenge. My question is, I say all that to ask this question. Right now, in these 3 games, how much challenge do you think Tibbs has put to Randle? Do you think that the conversation is, "Hey, Julius, don't worry about this game. We'll get it back. Do X, Y, and Z, and we'll be okay"? Or, "Hey, Julius, you know what? Look at this play right here. Come on, let's go sit down in the film room. Look at this play right here. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. You did that wrong. I need you to do this, this, and this." Which conversation do you think they have?
I think it's the second one where because it's Tibbs, right? It's not Tibbs isn't no Phil Jackson. He ain't gonna let people relax or anything like that. I think he's getting on him pretty hard, and I think that's part of the reason he's overthinking things and not being able to adjust. They need to have something where they, like the Spurs did back when they were down against LeBron. They had that team dinner, and Popovich is a hard-nosed coach, one of the most hard-nosed coaches. And he sat them down and was like, "We need chemistry. Like, we need to relax. We need to, we're thinking too much. We've been here before. Something like that. He needs to relax Julius and tell him just read and react.
I wish it's the break. I think.
What'd you say, CT?
So I was just going to say we've played 3 games in about something like 15 days, and Julius never came out after the break very good.
Right.
For the first game, not for 3 games straight.
I think that week off hurt us more than it helped.
Yeah, but they went cold.
No
he was in a rhythm.
Play.
Yeah.
Everyone dealt with that except for the playing people.
Right. But there is something to being able to keep that consistency of what you're doing when your body's on a schedule, right? So try this out for instance. Try if you're an avid runner, right? If you get up every morning and you run 5 miles a day, that's your routine, right? Don't do that for a week, and then get out there and try to do that again and see how your body reacts. There's a certain thing to being able to keep up their repetition, your muscle memory. Your body remembers what you do on a daily basis. Now, not that I'm saying that's an excuse for how they're playing right now, but that's a factor, right? But as professionals, you have to realize what you need to do to overcome that. So if you know right off the bat, I'm not playing ball for a whole week, then I'm gonna need to go find me a pickup game someplace and keep that level of intensity up so that when I come back, I'm not all rusty. This is not the first time that I'm on the floor in a competitive nature.
If you think they didn't practice all week, G-Man, that's crazy.
I'm not saying they didn't practice. That's not what I'm saying.
And
practice and playing a competitive basketball game, two different things.
Yeah, but you
Way
can't.
different.
Like you said, run every day and then stop running.
Yeah.
So at least they were jogging. Is what I'm saying. At least they were practicing. Atlanta had the same thing, and Atlanta's a jump shooting centric team. So if anything, the week off should have hurt them more, and it didn't. It's an excuse. You're either ready for the playoffs or you're not, and we're not ready. We need to shape up or shape out quick.
Yeah.
Cully, what were you going to say?
Every team has that excuse except for the play-in kids, play-in teams. That's it.
It's not an excuse. I'm just stating a fact. That's a factor in how the performance of this team is going on right now. That's all that.
But I'm also stating a fact that every team has dealt with this. So and we just haven't dealt with it. Philly had a week off. Atlanta had a week off. Brooklyn had a week off. Milwaukee had a week off. Miami had a week off.
So that's true, but then you got to look at the caliber of players. So then we get into all these thematics, right? About who's been to the playoffs, who hadn't. How many people have been in this situation? How many haven't? We're getting back into how many, the environments that we're playing. All this are factors. Again, no excuses. I'm just saying that these are factors that played into what's going on right now that could have affected the way that we're playing basketball right now. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, Atlanta literally is less experienced than we are in the playoffs.
How do you figure that?
We have Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks. They have Lou Williams, Danilo Gallinari,
Capella.
That's it. And I could be wrong. There could be one more player on there, but Rondo would have been the fourth, but he's gone.
So, I really don't I understand, and people put a lot of stock in people that have previous playoff experience, right? It is what it is. But, any experience that you go into, those factors, every playoff situation is different. So if you've been to the playoffs 50 times, there's 50 different situations. I get it. You get that, the lights are going to be brighter. You got to go to media days and all these other outside requirements that you got that's going to take you away from basketball. I think that's where the playoff experience comes in. Basketball on the court is basketball on the court. You just have to figure out how to block out all that noise that's going to interfere for what you're doing on the court. That's where I think that the playoff experience happens or helps. And then we have to be honest with ourselves, right? When we look at the Atlanta roster and the way that it's constructed, it's more talented than what we got. Their roster on a talent basis is better than our roster currently constructed. But where we win at, or where we have been winning at, is here. We work harder. We in the past we have been a more grittier basketball team down the stretch, going into what we do, because we play team ball. There's no individual accolades going on out here. We got people that go out and they perform a little bit better here and there, but as a team, we perform better than most teams that we face, which is why I believe that we won the games that we won thus far. And we can't get that twisted. So we got to get back to that mentality going into these games.
Hey, y'all, my earpods about to die. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right here, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, Freezy.
Yeah, my
Y'all be easy, man. Y'all be
legit. See you tomorrow.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Be safe out there, man.
Yeah, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, peace.
All right, brother.